Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 122 of Pokerole. We're a week late, we're a few days late because of a bit of a schedule change, but we decided to do this one on Friday, which is why this video is probably going to be up on YouTube at an unusual time for the series, but all the same, it's just a minor change we're making for this 1 week. But we are back with the end of probably this whole mob arc we've been dealing with, because things are coming to a head. We're in the club, busting down doors and stuff. We're going to see what happens. Probably a lot of fighting and action this session, but I'll let the recap establish that. Of course, before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving it a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, you can come over to Twitch. I'm trying to reach partner over here, but of course, we always will need more viewers to achieve that goal. So if you want to come by, whether to lurk or to talk, think about doing so, because it's nice to have new people here. I will generally always say hi to new people, unless I happen to miss them during a multiplayer event. But hey, point yourself out or have somebody point you out. I will say hello to you for sure. Also, even minus the partner thing, it's just nice to have new people around. So come on by if you have the time. We'd really love to have you. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out, as well as a Pokerole sub-community off of that you can access. I have a Coffee link if you want to help directly monetize my content. I have a merch store if you want to buy some cool merch. Again, there's Tucker merch and nobody has bought it yet. I'm waiting for the day somebody does. And also we have the Poke Pioneers Wiki if you want to know more about the game, see episode recaps of having to watch all the videos, etc. Character bios, etc. So check that out as well if you're interested. All links are in the description for everything, so you can look down there. With that being said, how is everybody on the table today?
Pretty good.
You had a vacation, so I imagine you're in pretty decent spirits.
Yep, and got to meet my baby niece. She's adorable. She's almost walking.
That's cool.
Little baby Claire. Plus, it's always great to hang out with my brother again.
Nice.
We went to Cincinnati. Visited Cincinnati Zoo and some other cool places.
Yep. I know next to nothing about Cincinnati.
Yeah. Ooh, and there's this international store that sells food from all around the world and beer from all around the world and cheeses. I got this Mexican candy. I got it because the mascot's a squirrel. But it's called Chippy Leda, and it's a fruit flavored lollipops that you dip into this chili, salty sweet powder, sugary chili powder, and you dip it in there and lick it. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Honestly, Mexican candies and drinks are usually really good, so yeah. But how's everybody else doing?
I'm doing good.
Chill vibes, Hydra?
Yep. Last week was spring break, and now I'm getting back into the swing of things with classes.
It's not exactly fun, but hey, at least you got the rhythm down.
I'm getting there.
And Kyrio's about to have a big move, so I hope that goes well for you, bud.
So far, so good.
And Car hasn't been awake very long. In fact, I think I've been awake longer than Car, which is unusual.
Well, I always sleep after my midnight shift.
That's fair. I just never remember how long you sleep, I guess. That's fair, though. Honestly, that's such a weirdly timed shift. I don't blame you in the slightest. I mean, with my sleep schedule, I would never judge. But all that being said, I'm doing all right. I had some stuff that was a bit rough hitting me before the game, but I think I'm in good enough shape to continue now. So, I guess I'll let Car get on with a recap. I have one piece of art to share. Also, congratulations on a new phone fair.
Alright, now that we're all settled in, we can do recap, which, as always, is done by the lovely Enio.
Mm-hmm.
Without whom we would probably be lost right now.
Oh, before we continue.
Yes.
Enio also mentioned in the chat that he wanted to give some recognition to someone else who's been working on the wiki. Rika Akari.
Ah, yes, that's right. They
Apparently
have
they've
been
been
working
doing
on it.
stuff.
Yes,
Rika
that's very
Akari?
fair.
Well, thank you very much. I'm used to it just being Enio, so thank you, Rika Akari.
It usually is just Enio, but Rika, I remember they were saying some messages on the Pokerole about helping, about adding some stuff. So, yeah, thanks again, Riku.
Recognition.
Rock on.
Riku
My wiki editor.
Right, last time. Session 121. The Clodfather. We began with Ralph and Ryda heading back to the basement of Sandbar Blue and reporting to the Wooper, deciding it to be wise not to try and secretly look around the basement at that time. After confirming to the Wobbuffet in front of the door that they had indeed received the payments, or as close to payments as a certain fur could muster, they are allowed inside the Wooper's office. The Wooper critiques the two for taking slightly longer than expected, but commends that they at least completed the task. They are then asked to leave the office, but Ralph first mentions that they had promised to arrange a meeting with the boss. The Wooper then congratulates them for having the gusto to actually remember and speak up about it, then begins to lead the two to meet the Clodfather, who actually has a link on the wiki already. Pardon me while I look at that.
Oh, wow. He does?
Almost nothing there, but that's appropriate. The Clodfather is indeed a Godfather reference. No, it couldn't be. Impossible. A reference in my game?
Let's see here. List of characters. Yeah, I haven't checked the wiki a little bit, so... Oh, wow, we do have a lot more here than I remember.
Along the way, the three Pokemon pass by a facility for making the candies. Ralph makes a remark about the Pokemon that get addicted to them, leading to the Wooper revealing that, in actuality, the majority of the candy produced is actual candy. As Ryda and Ralph watch the process, like they were told, nothing in particular looks to be different from the usual process for making sweets, granted with particular Pokemon taking the place of certain machinery. The only thing that seems peculiar is a Galvantula in a lab coat positioned at a desk with some strange powders and what looks to be jars of paint. Jars of paint. I mean, that's a good enough description for candy dye.
It's candy paint. Let's try selling that at your candy business. We apply high quality candy paint to our candy.
I mean, to be fair, that's basically what it is.
It is.
Unless you're making like those clear candies, then it's different. Continuing to follow the Wooper, the psychic pair pass by a group of Wobbuffet wielding crossbows, through more doors and hallways until they reach a large mahogany door. An elaborately dressed Wobbuffet greets the Wooper, wishing them well, and then opens the door to reveal an incredibly elaborate room. Atop a mahogany desk is a Clodsire. Atop? Well, I guess seated at the desk. Well, yeah, basically atop, because the way Clodsires work. Who asks Ralph and Ryda why it is they wanted to speak with them. They request to know more about the operation, as well as the return of the Minior fragment. The Clodsire is amused by Ryda trying to ask for the return of what they'd given to the group willingly before. Ralph takes the opportunity to try and earn his favor with some humor, which they respond happily to considering how serious everyone is around the area. Noticing the attention of the Clodsire and Wooper shifts solely to Ralph, Ryda sneakily tries to apply Eternaz's mark to the Clodsire before the focus turned to either Ryda and Ralph understand the operation ongoing, particularly about the loans they collected. The Clodsire explains that, by engaging in loan collection, the two are now able to be blackmailed by the organization should they step out of line, and that will be incredibly useful due to Ralph's status as both a champion and a pioneer. He fulfills Ryda's request, and returns the Minior fragment to Ryda, as the organization is unable to use it to its fullest potential for now, and the two are now under his command regardless. With those last few words, the Wooper requests the two leave the office and return to their normal lives until they later hear from them. The two agree to leave, recognizing that they are not in a position where they can reliably try to attack the Clodsire. Meanwhile, the waiter returns to Brooke and Tucker, explaining that they can at least offer Tucker a meatball and a lemonade for the 5 poke he has. Brooke, concerned about the prices on the menu, orders a crustacean platter for 50 poke, allowing the waiter to finally breathe a sigh of relief now that they have an actual order from the two. After a while of waiting, the two receive their meals and enjoy it thoroughly. Suddenly, an explosion rings out from outside of the establishment. The Clodsire, seemingly knowing the cause, berates the Wooper and tells them to go outside to check what had happened. The Wooper then calls for Ralph and Ryda to join them in checking the situation, and the two agree to do so. Meanwhile, Tucker and Brooke, also hearing it, wonder whether they should go outside to see what had happened. As the two converse, Brooke notices Philia seemingly listening into the conversation from their own table. Brooke makes the decision, assuming the explosion to be Ryda's attempt at a signal, to try to shadow sneak the both of them to Ryda and Ralph's location. Tucker detects Ralph trying to signal to him, and then attempts to bring himself and Brooke into the shadows. However, they feel a sudden shock, and his eyes start to sting as the attempt is stopped. Brooke then picks up Tucker to carry him to the back door, while most people were distracted by another explosion. They're stopped by a pair of Wobbuffet and try to force their way through. Ralph, Ryda, and Hooper happen upon the scene, and, presuming Tucker and Brooke to be the cause of the explosions, orders Ralph and Ryda to help dispose of them. Ryda agrees to dispose of something, and then blasts the Wooper with Psychic, now that the Wooper is not near any guards. The Wooper is most displeased, and zips away in a flash of light, calling for reinforcements. The team takes down the pair of Wobbuffet blocking their way, and make their escape before the reinforcements arrive. As the party tries to leave, they notice Ryda not moving, seemingly now tempted to seize the opportunity to take down the Godfather. Brooke is torn, realizing that this could honestly be a good opportunity, as well as presuming the explosion to have been caused by Deadeye, who he'd sent a letter to explaining the situation, and guessing Deadeye should be more than fine dealing with anything outside by themselves. Brooke ends up making a decision, and says to the team that their new mission is to take down the boss.
Dun dun.
Yippee! I've been saying that a lot lately since I made the drawing of one of my Pokerole characters. Well, one of my player characters doing the little yippee thing.
I'm just corrupted by lethal. One of the most popular Lethal Company mods is the loot bugs going yippee, and so I just every time I hear that now, I just see that again in my head.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize someone had done a full transcript of the first episode.
Yeah, I just looked at it, and it's like that. Yeah, Reefer Main did it. Thank you for that, Kyrio. I remember seeing somebody mention they wanted to do it, but I didn't realize they actually did it.
So apparently that was done by Reformate?
Yeah,
and
Reformate.
Thank you? That's also way more than anyone needs to do for any of this.
Indeed, it's a little excessive, but in the kind of fun way, though. It's nice to. It's kind of fun to see how, like, if you want to know how the session mechanically is going, like play by play, that's a great way to see it. I wouldn't recommend anybody make transcripts on every episode, though. That'd be insane.
It
like,
is insane.
It's kind of neat for a session one, though.
Yeah, considering, like, from session 1 all the way to now, we've made some changes to how we deal with stuff.
That's very true.
Also, boy, session 1 was session 1 was session 1.
Every session one's gonna have problems.
Yeah.
I counted how many times I blindfolded myself.
Oh.
Wait, is that marked in the transcript?
It's at the very end, yeah.
Aww.
Also like to note that at the bottom of the wiki page, there's 2 recommended popular pages. The first one's Brooke. I guess you're the most popular.
Of course, Brooke is the most popular. They have the most charisma, aside from Ryda.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yes.
beaming charisma.
As Mithi says, defense equaling damage 0. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have charisma and Ryda has Riz.
What does Tucker have then? And Ralph?
I feel like
I mean,
Ralph
Ralph is the smart
just
one.
humor.
Ralph has Moxie.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Moxie.
Yeah, there we go.
Then Tucker must have pluck.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Suddenly it's West of Loathing.
So let's see. So mechanically speaking, last session, since the recap doesn't address that, we had one fight with a couple Wobbuffets who we have taken care of. And a lot of the army is probably outside.
Army, you say?
Gangster army. I don't know what you. A lot of the mobsters are probably
The
outside.
mob.
Yeah. But obviously, probably not all of them. So, where are we physically right now?
You are currently in the first lower hall, which is near the offices.
Right.
If you look just above you guys, I believe I or someone else put down this tile to represent the hall you're in.
Oh, we have a tile?
It's one of Hydra's tiles that they made.
Oh, I had to look behind Ralph. I didn't see it. There it is.
Yep.
So we are doing dungeon. Should I move the party member around if we're doing dungeon? That makes sense. We're doing a bit dungeon.
We can do it as dungeon. I did it as a representation of where you are, because this is not like a prepared dungeon.
Fair. I'll just move the things around so that everybody can see. Okay, so logically speaking, right now, Ralph and Ryda know exactly where the Clodfather's office is, and Tucker and Brooke technically do not. So I think it's fairly obvious who's leading here.
Probably Ralph ahead, followed by Ryda, and then whoever.
Chugga chugga choo choo.
Make the big guy go in front makes sense to me.
Yeah, because Ryda can't take a hit for anything.
Fair enough.
Especially not here.
He's sitting on my head and pointing.
If that's what Ryda wants to do. Just remember,
Nah,
the
Ryda
ceilings
will
aren't that high.
stand behind.
Chugga chugga hitting your head at every fluorescent light in this area. Doink doink.
But they don't have fluorescent lighting.
I don't know, it just would be a fitting for the whole, like, sort of, like, shady underground factory dealings sort of thing. I'll vid it for the vibe, okay? No. Yeah, Kyrio said that he's BRBing, but Brooke's following along. Same as Tucker. Orders are given, and those two are being leaders, so Tucker will go along with it.
Okay. And while Kyrio is away briefly, Brooke is currently following.
Yeah.
Amusingly, as leader Brooke is different tile. Now, last I remember describing, you all begin to head down. I need someone to roll a Doom die, please.
Let's have Tubby do it.
Alright. I am Tubby Squirrel, doobie 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 doo, and we do the Tubby.
The Tubby dance will improve. It's a diagonal. That's a good roll. Landed on.
4. Excellent.
Yeah, 4.
Alright, I've been promoted.
You have that. I remember
Oh
that.
no.
This time.
What if it's 4 of them?
Oh, you know me so well.
Damn it.
You come across the hallway before you'd gotten to the Clodfather's office. There are currently 4 Wobbuffet there, 2 in back with crossbows, and 2 in the front with bats.
All right, now
I
we're
remember
going to
people
weapons.
in the audience being so terrified that the Wobbuffets had weapons.
Yeah, I'm a little intimidated myself.
And no, the initiative is not changing purely for the fact that it's easier on our sanity.
If I recall, Ryder and Ralph already saw that they had weapons before, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Also, Tucker and Brooke would have seen it because I believe... Oh no, the Wobbuffets that you guys fought didn't use weapons.
Mhm.
Yeah, the first ones. Okay, I think there's a legitimate question here. Do we understand the ones in the back have a ranged weapon? Logic.
Ralph doesn't even need to roll for that unless Ralph wants to.
I'm back.
Actually,
Hello.
welcome back. You have encountered 4 Wobbuffets, 2 with crossbows, 2 with bats. Actually, Ralph, give me a, what is it? Just a smart logic roll.
Alright.
I'm renaming the Wobbuffets a little bit.
You're gonna give them all names.
Just to indicate what weapon they have.
That's fair.
You should have named them like Terry and stuff.
Also, pretty good roll.
Ralph, at a glance, looking at those crossbows, they're actually a fairly fine construction. You could
I
probably...
do.
Yeah, I was about to say, you could probably use that just fine.
Yeah.
And if anything, if they get broken, you could probably repair or repurpose them.
Yeah, I was actually considering that last session, like, they have weapons and I have a little home.
If anything, you might be able to use some of those metal parts from your box. Maybe make
Actually,
something a little less human. Since I recall Ralph having very unpleasant thoughts given what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, he was like unsure about it. Like, technically, this is really powerful, but you know, do I want to go there? But yeah,
I think Tucker would not be aware those are ranged weapons until they shot. Unless, of course, you told him. Which I imagine you will.
I don't know that Ralph would recognize the fact that other people don't know what a crossbow is.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like that might be something you don't think of sharing, especially since we just ran into these guys.
So, I have a question for Rida. Technically, the tower is in the Mist Continent, which is where crossbows would probably have been made.
Good point.
Originally. Do you think Rida would know what a crossbow is, especially considering Rida's previous arsenal experience?
Yes, I think Wright is very familiar with all types of weapons. Maybe not precisely how to, use them themselves, but they've definitely seen them in action used by others.
In other words, recognize rather than utilize.
Yes.
And Ralph knows what they are because he has the most complete human memories.
What about Brooke?
That's a good question. Would Brooke even recognize what a crossbow is? Because for the human world, those were probably really uncommon.
I'm sure he's heard of them in the human world, but whether or not he remembers might be a logic roll.
Yeah, give me a smart logic roll.
I feel like Tucker would need
Tucker
one
probably wouldn't, unfortunately.
I mean, he would. The only way that Tucker should do a roll is if with a penalty of some sort. But I think it's more likely he just wouldn't know. Also, yeah,
he recognizes it.
Okay.
He understands the concept.
The concept of that looks like it shoots something.
Yeah.
Tucker,
It's like
I was
a
going to say
weird,
Tucker could have
complicated
seen.
slingshot.
Tucker could have seen it in our cartoon.
Attention.
Yeah. Sorry,
Maybe.
I was answering fair. Tucker may have seen it in a cartoon, but it's also worth remembering that unlike everyone else's old human memories, Tucker mostly remembers emotions and not actual tangible facts. So remembering a crossbow's functionality is probably not in his ballpark.
Also,
fairly
even
young.
Sorry.
He was fairly young, so he
That
didn't
too.
have a whole lot of experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even in a cartoon, it's very uncommon to see.
Yeah. And it would probably be different anyways. It's a very vague memory, if anything, so yeah, he wouldn't remember.
3 out of 4 no, and also all of you can recognize a bat. Rida probably just looks at it as just a big stick.
Tucker, of course, does understand that whatever they're holding is probably dangerous, but that's about the extent of it.
Guess what, Tucker? You're first.
Okay. Oh, did we do it? Oh, we're still going off the previous initiative.
Yes,
okay.
we are going off the previous initiative.
Oh, good. I'm second because I have an idea.
Okay. Well, I need to know then if is anybody giving Tucker an aside, or is Tucker going in blind then?
I don't think Ralph
I
would
could
think
probably
to...
ask Tucker if I could try something first, and then you do your thing.
I don't think anyone would
Okay.
consider that Tucker wouldn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like that's a fair response. I just wanted to confirm. Oh, did you want to switch to battle music now?
Yes, we can switch back to battle. I mostly didn't want to have battle music going during the recap.
That's fair. Okay.
I'm trying to remember what one it was.
Okay. It's not an official dungeon fair, but we do have a tile. Just for geometrical data.
But what was your idea, Hydra?
Oh, my idea was for Ryder to step forward and just be like, "Hey, can I get all of your attention?" and then flash the amethyst fractal shell.
That's hilarious.
You could always make Tucker hold his turn if you are behind him, as long as you gesture to him or something.
Signal
Yeah.
him that-
Talking is a free action. Just, remember, if you start talking too much, I can start taking turns.
Oh, are you saying that Ryan is going to take a free action? All right, then. That's interesting.
Well,
Also,
that is up to them. You're going to have
Yeah.
to let them do stuff.
Right. Also, just let me know what number.
As I look for it.
That's fair. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Ryder will just ask Tucker if they could try something.
Right. Basically, mechanically, or plot-wise, Tucker looks ready to go, and then Ryder is like, hold on, wait. I got this. So Tucker will hold.
And then, yeah, Ryder will step forward and just look at them and politely ask, "May I get your attention for a moment?" And then just show them the fractal shell.
Okay. Just a second, though, because I think we still are trying to find the battle song.
Yeah.
I'll attempt to help find it. Let's see.
I apologize. Also, my scroll wheel isn't scrolling the thing, so it's taking me a little bit.
I think whatever... Is it? Wait, it's the very first one. I think.
Oh, right. Duh. Of course it is, because Army of Wobbuffet.
There we go. That's why we're... Because I remember it's basically Palkia's theme, because it still fits.
That's right.
Fits
All right.
okay. Yeah. It's a good remix, I mean.
Considering Ryder is in turn second, yeah, that's fine. Asking Tucker to delay a bit while you...
Yeah. Honestly, it sounds perfectly reasonable as long as whoever wants to step in front of another party member is in the turn order in such a way where there's not an enemy in between. As long as there's not an enemy in between, it should be fine.
Also, given Tucker would have to get past Ralph and Ryder, it would make sense.
They are in front physically, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Though Tucker has run up because then Ryder stopped him, so they are kind of in front too now. But
Alright, so what are you doing exactly, Ryder?
Ryder is going to purposely stand in front of Ralph and try and get their attention, then hold up the shell in front of them so they, while they're looking at Ryder, would have to look at the shell.
Oh, so you're literally going in front and going, "Could I have your attention, please? May I direct you to this?"
Essentially, yes.
We have one more test to administer. An eye exam.
Oh my goodness. Alright, go ahead and do a cool contest allure, if you please, to draw their attention. Considering you're in front, it shouldn't be too hard. Hey, does this smell like chloroform to you?
That's pretty solid.
That is pretty solid. Alrighty. Where's the meteor shell? Alright, and you're holding up the shell?
Yep,
Oh, and you even have hypnosis. Cool.
I do, but this is an AoE hypnosis, so it's
It is an
better.
AoE hypnosis. Go ahead and roll the accuracy for hypnosis. Yes, with the -5, because you still have the penalty from the candy.
Yeah.
Aw.
Don't do drugs, children.
I was coerced.
You were not.
6, 7.
He took candy. from
Oh
his
no!
Oh, no. Wait,
Can
you have
I
Lucky
will?
Chant on.
Oh wait, yeah, I do.
Wait, hang on. Ignore 2 1s in every roll, and ignore crits made on you. Wait, so when
Congratulations, you rolled a null.
finger. You rolled nothing. Try again.
Yeah, go ahead and roll one of the chance die. Let's see how this works. Because there's always a chance.
Please.
Aw.
No, why?
No.
What the heck is this?
So you hold up the Minior shell, and they stare at it. They stare at you. It dawns upon you, Ryda. All Wobbuffet have the squinty eyes.
The excuse is found.
Also
It's
Wobbuffet.
weird.
I tried to do this peacefully.
You did, and no one can blame you. I'm going to move your initiative to the top. You may go ahead.
Continue your turn if you want.
Well, I tried, guys. Sorry.
You did try. It was a good try. You could have nullified that whole encounter.
Tucker
Well,
acknowledges
dang
your
it.
attempts,
That
knowing
didn't work.
that it's good. That is actually quite powerful when used
Oh
correctly.
yeah, technically their eyes are on their tails.
Yes,
my
if we
gosh,
want to go
right.
off the theory, that's true.
Oh my gosh, you're right. And the tails are all currently hidden.
But it does raise a
Uh,
question of how do they know
good
what they're
talk.
doing if their eyes are behind them? How do they know what they're doing with the body portion?
Psychic.
They have to read
I
their other
use
mind.
magical leaf to specifically destroy the crossbow from one of them.
Oh, aiming for weapon. Okay.
All right.
Disarming, yeah.
I'm trying to disarm them.
Are you trying to disarm or are you trying to destroy?
I'll destroy the weapon so that way, even if they do pick it up, it won't be able to be used.
Okay, I had to ask because disarming is a little harder than destroy.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead and roll for magical leaf. I know it's never miss, but still.
Like survival nature, -3.
Hey, got a question. This is a special move. Did you want to channel it in your orb?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sorry, I just realized, huh. Yeah, this is one of those sort of like range channeling moves.
Two dice, I believe. Dice of nature.
Yes, -2.
Why? What are these
Or
rolls?
3.
So many zeros.
Never miss. How do you miss a never fail move?
You can't.
great effort.
It counts as having 1 success.
Ah.
Thanks.
Oh, so the rolls were for just crits then.
Yes,
Ah, I
it's
see.
There's
quite
no way of
literally
critting
4
that.
crits. I don't think you can evade a never fail move, but you might be able to clash it.
I think so.
Let me
Don't
look.
do drugs, kids.
Indeed. User scores or is reduced to 0 successes on accuracy roll. Move still hits. Oh, so yeah, even if you clash, it would not fail. Goodness, never fail is amazing.
Yeah, this one candy.
That's not never miss. That is it never fails.
Yeah,
Never fail.
there's a bit of a difference. Car, by the way, would these candies have stacked if you eat more than one?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just
can-
imagining an alternate timeline where Tucker instantly ran into the candies and just ate candy because he likes candy, and just ate a whole bunch.
Oh
He'll
no.
be immobilized by the withdrawal.
Give me a sec. Hang on, I can read you the text while Ryda does the damage.
Okay.
I will say that half this damage will go to the Wobbuffet, because you are aiming for a weapon that is in their flippers.
Can I roll something more than 0?
You can.
Oh, look at
You
that.
can.
Yippee.
Honestly, me saying that makes me think of when somebody makes stoner brownies and then the dog gets them or something.
Well, that would still kill the dog. It's a brownie.
Well, fortunately, usually not, but it does mess them up. Like, it's not good, but I'm just saying, like, it reminds me of, like, you gotta be careful what dogs get into.
Yes. Also, just calm down.
I'm fine.
Okay. Anyway. Rare candy. User temporarily gains a single stat, skill, and specialty point. Oh, and specialty point of their choosing. Oops. That was supposed to be one of each. Yeah, the rare
Wouldn't
candy
have
is
mattered
supposed to be-
anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. After the effect wears off, user suffers a -1 to all rolls for the next 24 hours. This effect stacks with itself up to -5 and infinite duration. Consuming a new rare candy temporarily alleviates the penalties. Addictive.
So what you're saying is I need to pop another candy. No.
I mean, that's part of what makes it so dangerous. There's also, like, specialized ones.
Hmm. It just makes me think of the joy pills from We Happy Few.
We don't talk about We Happy Few. Weird little game. Right then. You do not destroy the crossbow, but you do damage its function. So, they can't exactly use it at the moment. Also, which one were you aiming for, by the way? Bill or, Terry?
I'll go with Bill. Terry seems nicer.
Oh gosh. They actually have names, thank you so much, that's wonderful.
Oh, I thought you did that.
No,
No,
whoever
it
did
was
that,
me. I did that a while ago.
that's amazing.
Nice.
Bill, ow! Just sort of shaking one flipper, and as they shake, the string of the crossbow is snapped, and like one of the little bow bits, the arms falls off. No firing that right now.
Yep. Let's see. Is there anything else I can do? Dex fight channel minus.
Oh right, you slapped them with the orb.
Mm-hmm. Wonk. Channel. I would have a -5 penalty, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try and use Psychic Physical, to also break Terry's weapon. Crossbow.
Yeah, but you can work through the negatives for that? That's interesting. Okay.
Oh yeah, I have a lot for my moves.
I was like, I
It's
thought you had so
cool.
many at this point that you probably couldn't do another attack. Let's see.
Well, because Magical Leaf has a very weird accuracy, which is why it didn't have as much.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. I still have 5 dice.
Oh, because nature and survival. Yeah.
Yippee!
There we
Excellent.
Breeze now.
Let's see if Terry can actually do anything about this.
go. I feel like the
Do it,
orb really.
Terry.
I feel like the orb really helps with like targeted attacks.
Oh right, we have a second Ryda just in case.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It's 3 ones.
Yeah, Terry
Terry.
tried to evade, in other words, to turn so that they could stop you from breaking their crossbow. No, they just take the full brunt of this hit, and the crossbow goes skittering across the floor.
Give me a direction.
So
away.
Okay.
So I imagine Ryda throwing the orb at him, and he jerks his crossbow out of the way, only to take it in the face.
Maybe.
Just bonk to the face. It goes flying backward down the hall. Wow, what is with all these ones? Thank goodness you ignored 2 of them.
I think I'm glad Tucker didn't go first.
That was
while
their
these ones-
damage.
Yeah.
And no special defense down.
Sad. You know what? I'm gonna say because they failed so spectacularly, they still take the special defense down.
Yay! Dex fight channel -7. Can I do that?
Alright.
But I'm not going to. I should probably stop just in case they do want to hit me.
That would be wise. You're out in front.
Yeah,
Was it
so
possible? Okay.
the end of my turn, I'm going to move back behind Ra.
Okay. Now I assume that it's fairly obvious the cross was probably not damaged, or at least not severely so. Just he doesn't have it now.
You can't tell. It went flying the moment that Ryda hit them.
Fair. All right then.
It is now Tucker's turn.
Tucker got to witness that pretty clearly, that Ryda was specifically targeting the weapons they had. So,
And the ones in front have sticks.
yes, Tucker could recognize the ones in front. He wasn't so sure what the other ones were, but they're kind of less of an issue now. So, the front ones though look like big, mean, thick sticks of pain, probably, if they get hit by them. So maybe Tucker will do the same thing, following in the footsteps. So let's see. Actually, wait, they are wooden, right?
Launch bats.
Yes, they are wooden bats.
Okay.
They don't. These don't have nails. What?
Fake.
Oh yes, that was my immediate thought as well. These don't have like nails or anything in them. That'd be
Okay.
nice.
So they are fortunately nailless. Okay. That would be a little worse.
Yeah, I mean, it would be wasteful to give a Wobbuffet a weapon like that, because not only would they probably hurt themselves, but like, they're probably going to break them. So just give them the regular thing. That's easy to replace.
Okay.
Oh right, you have the net snare.
Oh, yeah. Though I don't know if you could use it in the middle of combat. Feels like more it's like you set up and then you'll let somebody stumble into it.
Yeah, it's just something I forgot about.
Yeah. He will use it at some point. Probably for a hunt. Just haven't really
Alright,
been
you
in a
have
hunting
strange gear.
environment. That's true. Alright. Tucker is gonna... Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. He's gonna lead off by... Oh, I can't remember. Can I target with Dark Pulse right now or not?
You cannot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So that would be useless for this particular Rapina plan. Okay. In that case, Tucker's just going to lead off by charging James, since he's technically closest to James. And he's going to be leaping at the bat with Lit Fire Fang. Both basically attempting to grab the bat with his bite, while also be birdie about it.
Go ahead and try.
Okay, let's see.
Just remember, Firefang has a natural -1 to accuracy.
Ah, yes. I'll just remove one die.
Jesse, help!
That was mediocre, but acceptable, probably. Let's see what he can do. At least it wasn't all ones.
Throwing shade.
Yeah, what do they do, Wooden? Are they trying to dodge?
Everybody's going to hate me for what this Wobbuffet's about to do.
Okay, Clash.
No.
Yes.
I had a feeling they could... Oh, wow, if you do that, it's funny. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh, two.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, they whacked Tucker with a bat.
Oh no.
So unfortunately, Well, your Fire Fang doesn't go off the way you intended, and you take 1 damage. Let's see how much damage they might take. None. Oh no, you didn't even get close. They saw
Wait, I
you
forget.
leaping
Wait, I
and
forget how
bounced
Clash
you.
works. What's that second roll? I
Roll
barely
fun.
ever see Clash. I don't remember how this works.
The second roll is for if they take the 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
The person who got Clash takes damage. The person who is clashing can take damage from backlash.
Okay, that didn't work so well.
Damn you, James.
Unfortunately, by Tucker aiming directly to bite the bat with burning teeth, he also sets himself up directly to get hit by said bat, I guess.
Just bonk to the ground.
Ow. Fortunately, even though it was technically a headshot, it didn't do that much damage, at least as much as it could have. So Tucker does stumble with a whimper. And yeah, ow.
Tucker, you have the distinct feeling that that should have probably hurt more. But you're also a Pokemon now.
He took it to the teeth. Those are really strong in Puchian, at least.
It feels like one of your teeth is loose.
Ooh, ah.
It's okay, you'll grow more.
True. I just realized all my fancy expansion moves have disadvantages right now. I can't Shadow Sneak and Dark Pulse doesn't aim.
You could try and do a team attack with Brooke or Ralph.
He's down for that.
I mean, you have Howl.
Oh yeah, totally. Let's see. At a -2 penalty, I probably could...
You also have Tackle. And Bite.
True. Assuming...
Yeah, options.
Oh
Alright,
my gosh,
Tucker-
you also have Baby Doll Eyes.
Wait, before anyone acts in battle... Oh, that's right, it has a priority. I forgot about that. Actually, you know what? Sure. As Tucker gets up from a hit that hurt his pride more than actually hurting him, but nonetheless, he took quite a stumble from it. He looks up at James with a "How could you do this to me?" baby doll eyes.
I'm just a little guy.
I'm
Just a
going
little
to
guy.
negate the action penalty for this. Just because.
Okay,
Go ahead and roll it for accuracy.
let's see.
While I
Condis
prepare
Allure.
this debuff.
Cute Condis Allure -2. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Can I team attack this with a Leer?
Sure.
Okay, slightly more acceptable. Tucker has that. How dare you? I wasn't even attacking you. I just wanted to bite the stick, and yet you hit me. That what you so mean?
And Brooke is just glaring from the back.
Also, a James, or wait, actually, would Lear hit
At
everyone?
everybody.
It would have
Yeah.
to be James.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
Wait, is Lear all?
How
Yeah,
dare
it's
you?
Oh, it's all.
Lear's
It's all of
all.
them. Okay, yeah.
So would that then extend baby dolls to up all? Because they also see it, and
I mean,
then
it
Brooke
is
leers, and
technically
it's
a
like,
team
how
thing.
dare you?
Baby Dolls is only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. Pardon me, accidental Wobbuffet.
You're fine.
I just want to remind everyone here that actions have consequences.
Well, you're doing a good job. Excellent. You have debuffed the WOP squad.
Lovely.
All right. I just is it wait? Brooke did a thing. Is it still technically Tucker's turn though?
It is.
All
It
right.
was like a tandem attack sort of thing.
Ah, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Also
Okay.
getting rid of the crossbows in Bill and Terry's names. The other three looking at James.
I think Tucker will hold his actions from that point, and it will back off a bit cautiously, understanding that directly attacking these big sticks is maybe not the best idea.
All of them looking at James like, what the heck, man? He came at me!
Tucker will probably do a dramatic little limp like some dogs do, where like they hold one foot up even though they're not injured.
Hit him in the face and now he's limping.
Yeah.
I didn't even hit his legs!
Not cool, James.
Red card.
Which, by the way, at this point, James is actually pointing the bat in Tucker's direction, so whenever Tucker next gets to act, it's probably going to be easier to disarm them.
Fair enough.
Alright, after Tucker's turn is Ralph's. Do we have a Ralph?
Mm-hmm. Sure do. Let's see here.
What's Ralph
Both
think about this
crossbowmen
situation?
have been disarmed, and the entire team has been debuffed.
Oh yeah, Ralph, don't forget you have buffs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, at the start of the last battle, I put them on.
Yeah, I just read
Alright, so... Bill is still armed, right?
that. Yeah,
The
front-
two frontal
Yeah.
wobs are still armed, yes.
Yeah, the two baddies.
Oh no, Bill and Terry are not armed, I apologize. I
Alright,
forgot
so
the names.
both...
James and Robin
yeah.
are armed.
Alright.
And to specify a bit more for you, Ralph, I think Bill's crossbow got broken. Well, Terry's got possibly broken and flown behind him.
Alrighty.
Since I know you cared about the crossbows.
Yeah. But you get your loot after the fight's won, so
True. Also, it
I
is
don't-
behind the group,
yeah.
so
I don't think I need to worry about the bat too much.
probably less so than most.
Yeah. Let's square up on. We're gonna square up on Robin here with a nice body slam.
Excellent. Go right ahead and probably body this Wobbuffet into next year.
There you go. There's a nice accuracy.
That's pretty good.
Whammo.
Nice.
Ah, that's almost a crit.
Alrighty, strength plus a 3.
And you have a buff strength,
Which
so that's
is-
real nice.
Yeah, and stab.
And stab. Oh, stab? Oh, yeah.
I
of
forgot
course.
about stab.
I always forget about
1,
stab with
2,
normal type
3,
attacks.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stab.
And then... Yep.
Yeah,
And then...
6, 7, 8, 9.
Wait, hold on. Was that all of them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a total of 10 damage.
Alright,
yeah,
fair
it's
enough.
10 dice.
And you have 3 chance to
And
paralyze.
Yeah, because body slam is sick.
Aw.
Just kablamo! And then a jackal!
You body slam into the Wobbuffet. It's a weird feeling to bounce off of another Pokemon instead of the other way around.
Oh yeah, you're a worthy tackling bag. You're a tackle bag, huh?
Robin struggling to keep Ralph off of them with the bat.
Alrighty,
You.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4 for tackle accuracy. I'm one of a kind.
Alright, keep going, because remember, these guys can't really dodge.
Alright, and tackle is strength plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then buff 2, 3, and then stab. Or one hell of a tackle.
Woof.
Odd. Killing.
5 then 5.
And people were worried about Brooke last session.
Well,
And yet, you feel as though you are battering a rubber punching bag. These guys are adorable.
Yeah. They certainly are, aren't they? Let's end it off with my weapon. I bet my weapon's better than his weapon.
Oh, I see.
Ralph uses gun.
I'll have to tell you
is this all
Ralph
being?
has Zapper.
Has this all been aimed at Robin so far?
Yeah, I'm just pummeling this.
Hey, another opposite focus fire.
Why do I imagine you body slam them, shoulder check them, and then with your other arm stab them with the Zapper?
Hit combo.
Nice weapon. Here's mine.
Oh, yeah, this automatically deals 2 damage.
Yeah,
3
automatically
damage.
2. Well, automatically 2 with a chance of 3.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, that's automatically 3 damage.
Sweet.
And then you can
then
also
turn
roll.
paralyze.
Yeah.
Another chance to pair.
And he's gonna get that because
Yeah.
Ralph has good luck right now. See, told you.
Yay!
Woo!
I could tell Ralph is in favor of the dice gods today. So. What a fucking!
my God.
That was a
Take
very
all my
strong,
luck.
powerful hit, guaranteed damage and paralyze. Like that was a proper combo right there.
I'm almost imagining now, body slam gets partially blocked by the bat, shoulder checks the bat away, and then taser.
Did Robin lose his weapon? Because this feels like a lose his weapon situation.
Because of the way being electrocuted works, not necessarily.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's probably gripped it tighter.
Yeah, Robin just like
And I think we'll hold there.
That was pretty good, Ralph.
that's excellent. Oh my gosh, the Zapper may save you guys.
Oh.
Well, because automatic damage. It's one of the few weaknesses
Fair.
WAPs have.
True. That is a good point.
Brooke, it's your turn.
There's a door behind us, right?
Yes, there is a door behind you guys.
I'd like to freeze
There's-
it shut.
Ooh.
You like to what?
Oh,
I'd like to
Freeze
freeze
it
it
shut.
shut.
Oh, that's. Oh yeah. I see.
that's a very good idea. There are also other doors in the hallway, but you know,
This
they're
is
further
the-
down, and also you have no idea what's behind them. It's fine.
Yeah, it's the main way through the building. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
yeah. We are aware that's a major door, so that's good logic.
I also realized I skipped something in the traversal section, but I can recap you guys after
Okay.
because of what you would have seen there. So you would have had a chance to do something, not that it would affect the combat.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
I forgot how the layout worked. What are you doing to freeze the door shut?
Probably an ice gun.
Alright,
Do I just Dex fight channel?
yeah. Just to see how well you freeze that door shut.
Okay.
How thoroughly?
Do I have a penalty for my leer earlier?
Yes, a -2 penalty.
Okay, so that's 4, 7, 8.
You're not stuck in here with them, they're stuck in here with you.
Yeah, that
Six,
was,
I'd say
that was
so.
Brooke closing the boss door. Go in the door and get Lux behind you.
There was no fog wall. Brooke made one.
And now I'm going to turn around and use leader's pressure to cause hesitation.
Ooh. Spicy.
I'd say with that 6, that door is frozen pretty well.
Which is, well, maybe I should do something else actually.
Oh. Alright.
Oh yeah. -2 Dex. If this
Alrighty.
works.
Go ahead and roll for it.
Social
It'll be
contest,
-4. Intimidation is appropriate, yes.
Yeah, tough contest.
Yes, tough contest, intimidate.
Okay, -4. So that is 4.
It
What
can be
we
tough
doing?
or cool, but he's using pressure to debuff the enemy squad. Yeah,
That seems fine. Wow.
So
Okay.
I'm just being menacing in the background, and I'm gonna pass my turn.
targets one non-team member.
Whoever's closest, I guess. James.
James? Okay.
He hit my puppy with a bat.
Aw.
There. This is actually very useful for me. These little tokens.
I think at this point Tucker would notice that Brooke seems to have gotten a lot more salty ever since he got hit, and he kind of puts 2 and 2 together that Brooke's looking out for him.
Yeah.
Did Brooke want to do anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty.
Brooke
It's
got-
the Wobster's turn.
Brooke became a saltwater crocodile.
I mean, he might.
My logic is that basically there's not a whole lot of room in this hallway.
It is a hall. Yeah.
Everyone else seems to be handling it fine, so he doesn't see the need to step in. Just
Fair.
Robin cannot do Jack because they are paralyzed, and the Wobs have terrible decks.
It is worth remembering that in the previous fight, we didn't defeat one of the Wobbuffets, we got them to surrender. It might be possible to do this in the future, too.
Yep.
It'd be possible to do it now if we freak him out enough.
Yeah. Which may be faster to deal with them than combat. Given that they are built to be defensive.
Yeah, maybe after I beat Robin here to a pulp, I look up like, who's next?
If there was an intimidating event here, I'd say it was that combo Ralph did.
Alright. A little late, but James uses Safeguard.
Better late than never?
Well, at least everybody else won't get status effects.
Remind me what Safeguard does?
Robin attempts to squinty glare at James. You couldn't start with that.
No.
I didn't know we were going to be ambushed by a Snorlax that knows Thunderbolt.
I'm special.
Yes, you are.
Alright,
That's no
Bill
thought.
and Terry are out
Thunderbolt.
their weapons. And they both got whacked. So, whacked with physical. What were the damage pools of those moves? 2 and 3. Let's see. Bill was 2, so... Well, it's gonna have to be against Rita, unfortunately, because Rita's the one who hit them.
Bad. Alright. Bring it on.
Let's see... Bill attempts to use counter first on Rita.
Can I try and evade?
You can.
I have, so, -7 penalty, so 2 dice.
All you need to do is get a 1.
Please, dice gods.
1!
There is a
1.
dice god.
Now, there's always
Bill
dice
flings
gods. It's a matter if they
themselves-
like you or not.
Bill flings themselves to the front to try and get at Rita. They flop at the feet of Ralph.
Fuck it. On.
Boy howdy, Terry, you lucky soul, also going to attempt to use counter on Rita.
I don't have the dice pool anymore.
All those ones, but yet sixes.
Yep. And they're the one you use Psychic on.
True.
Of course.
Oof.
Ooh,
This,
that's-
however,
ow.
remember, counter's a fighting type move, if I recall right.
Ooh.
That was a crit, technically, right?
No,
Or-
crit
no,
is
it's
accuracy.
six.
That was damage.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's damage. That's kind of worse, actually.
Yeah.
Which means they
Oh
do
my
4
God.
minus my defense, so that I take 1 damage.
Wouldn't it be... Yeah, even so, it would be 3 minus your defense, because of you have double resist to fighting, don't you?
Double?
Do I have double resist?
It says fighting 1/4.
Fairies are resist to fight type.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so you do take
What
1
does that come
damage.
down to? Okay.
Lucky.
Wow. Suck it, Terry.
The way you said that. Alright, Terry! You little bitch.
These poor wobs. Oh wait, no! This guy actually... Hang on. I forgot, they're all holding an item.
Mhm.
2 more damage.
Oh,
What?
Ow.
just raw damage.
Just raw.
Well, no, it would have
Raw
still been affected by
damage?
defense, but...
But, like, it's added onto the
Oh.
other calculation, so it's...
yeah, it's not
Ah.
automatic.
Right.
Hang on, I need to look at how
Yeah.
recoil works. Roll damage normally against foe, then roll again. Each success you scored is damage to the user against defenses. Ah, wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, he might knock himself out.
Oh, nice.
Enio claims that outer damage isn't affected by resistances, only immunities. Really? I never
Really?
knew that.
It doesn't say that in Pokerole. Oh boy.
Suck it, Terry.
Just knock himself out.
I love how you just hating on Terry like this.
I'm just
What
gonna
do
consider
you do?
Terry a complete bitch now, because, like, this is the attitude we have against Terry now, so... like, fuck
Should
Terry.
name one Wobs Kevin. Name one of the Wobs Kevin. Yeah, Kevin.
Blank.
The final boss of the campaign is a Wobbuffet named Kevin. It is I who always lags your Pokerole streams.
I am the one who lags. Alright,
Oh, shit,
and then
he
we go
controls
through...
Steam maintenance? Wow.
And we go through initiatives for Pokemon who are not there, so I know what they are doing. It's back to Ryda's turn, and everyone has fresh moves.
Also, wait, what move did he use to get recoil from it?
They used Counter, which does not normally have recoil.
I was gonna say.
They're-
Item they have.
Yes, there's a reason why they have recoil on everything.
Ah, okay. So there's another factor.
It's also partially so they don't tank forever.
Right. I mean, like,
That makes sense.
Wobbuffet plus weapon equals really OP Wobbuffet because they're so defensively based, but the weakness is they can't really do offense. So if you just
Let me
go
put
like,
it to
hey,
you
have
this way.
offense.
If one of them
like-
hits you with a bat, there may be the smash bat sound going off.
oh god.
Oh my god.
Smash Brothers, you're knocked out of the map situation. Oh goodness.
But yeah, it's
Wow.
Ryda's turn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Would I be able to try the Amethyst Fractal Shell again?
You could. Especially considering both Bill and Terry are focused on you, so at the very minimum, you would be able to affect them if you get any successes.
I was thinking maybe hit Terry first, but I'll try the Amethyst Fractal Shell to start off with.
Alright, go ahead and roll the Hypnosis. -5.
So floor, -5. Okay. Wait.
Ryda needs to evolve so their allure can skyrocket.
Dang it! That almost landed on a good number.
Why do I try?
And then it just was like, nah.
I like to imagine that you've still got the shell in your other hand and you're trying to keep it held up. And it's just not working.
Oh my goodness.
Fine. I'm going to use physical confusion on Terry.
Terry's already physically confused. But go ahead.
This is -3 penalty now.
Yes.
X-Fight channel.
Bill's shouting from the back. You can't make us sleep. We've had coffee.
3. Lucky chant.
Lucky chance saving the day.
I guess they've had possession of the shell for long enough that they know what it does.
It's possible.
There is no reason to believe, however, that it's been shared among the staff.
True. It seems like the Clawfather wanted to keep them themselves. Well, not that I or Brooke would know, but
Yeah.
Physical confusion, you say? Special +2.
Okay. So special +1. Plus that.
Yes. Well, still special +2 because stat.
I remembered this time. There's the... Okay.
Finally. Also, go ahead and roll confusion chance.
Damn. Okay.
You bonk poor Terry while they're down.
Then I'm gonna use double team. X-Fight evasion.
-5.
Evasion 5 to 4 dice. Ooh.
Yay,
I
evasion
got my
+2.
evasion up.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to end my turn there.
That may be wise. That makes it Tucker's turn. Hey, remember what I said about James? That bat is pointed at you.
you know what?
Get out.
Tucker can be stubborn sometimes, but he's also going to do something kind of risky in that stubbornness. That bat's pointing right to him, almost like inviting him to try something again. Fine. Tucker will use some... Can Tucker use a move he's been working on but isn't finished learning to at least attempt it?
Yeah, you can.
Firefang
like-
Hell. He wants to do a makeshift flamethrower.
Oh my goodness. That's an interesting choice of how to word that. Sure. Why do I feel like I should give you flamethrower if you complete that?
He could
That would
fuck
be
this up really
hilarious.
hard. So how shall I do this, given that it's probably penalized?
So the accuracy would be Dex Fight Channel -3.
Okay.
So let's start from there.
Alright, that would be 6 dice. Okay, so I'll just explain
Wait,
what... yeah?
Oh, right. Hell.
Hal's Cool Contest Intimidate, Firefang is Dex Fight Brawl, so they have completely different stat rolls for accuracy.
You are correct.
Like,
Oh,
100% different. How should we do this?
Let's do Dex Fight Channel because this is an offensive move with buff attached.
Okay. Alright, so what Tucker's... Okay, so that's going to be 9 dice minus 3 equals 6. So Tucker's going to take him. He's going to look... He's going to stare James down as James stares him down. Tucker's going to take this big, deep breath, and you can see a little bit of fire licking against his fangs again, so probably seems like he's going to go for another bite, but let's see how this works out. Big, deep breath. Okay, that's
Nice.
weirdly consistent. 4 4s. All right.
Oh, all right. I guess we've summoned the Reaper. And anybody who knows.
I don't get it. Just chuckling because I think it's a reference.
I believe it's Japanese superstition.
Oh, that!
4 is the number of death.
Yes, 4 is evil number. That's right.
That's interesting.
All right. And 4 damage.
Let's see.
It wouldn't be
him.
strength. It would be special.
Yeah, because while it is normally a strength move for Fire Fang, and Howl doesn't have anything of that because it's a non-damage move, given it is indeed a ranged attack and not using his physical strength, I would say special as well. So, let's see.
So I forget. Were you going to keep burn or flinch?
Burn for this one. Definitely.
Okay.
So what combination would be? I'm personally thinking, yeah, special, and then like
Special
would it be,
plus 2,
plus 2?
and that will increase.
Okay.
Another question: do you want this to increase your strength or to increase your special? Because I know what Howl does,
That's a
but
good
also
point.
this is a meld.
I think under these circumstances, probably special.
Okay.
All right, so should I do a special plus 2 roll?
Special plus 3.
Oh, okay. Oh, because of the effect of Howl? Because
Yes.
of the effect of Howl in this move? Immediately affected the move? Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, yeah, because Howl is automatic. I forgot about that. It's not a roll for... All right, sure. Okay. Special plus 3. Sounds neat.
I like the idea of having a move that buffs you and then it attacks.
Yeah, I kind of like that. A move that is itself doing damage, but immediately gets buffed so that damage is higher. Okay, that's not very good, but it's something.
It is something.
It lands. That's what all I care about. This was a makeshift, unlearned move, so I'm okay with that. All right, Tucker, after puffing up real big, because he's taking the deepest breaths he could possibly do, he strikes his teeth together like flintlock and breathes out a loud howl that comes along with basically a flamethrower of effect. Not the hugest thing, but it's certainly enough to land on the Wobbuffet and his club.
It's not particularly strong. But one thing that you do notice, Tucker, with your vision as you howl, what is invisible to others and is visible to you is flames. Similar to how your black flames work, but they're bright in your vision. This strange, eerie color that wraps around you briefly and then attacks poor James. And
Also,
so they start
yeah.
flailing with the bat, like, ah, ah, why does it burn?
Tucker will kind of cough because he's probably burned his mouth after that. Not seriously, but like he's still getting used to this. But after a bit of a cough, he's gonna shoot back. You were expecting me to bite it again, weren't you? Ha!
Just points back at Tucker, looking at everyone else. See, he's not a helpless child. I've completely stopped doing the James voice.
Tucker looks a bit proud of being called not helpless, and then coughs again because that's still a movie he's working on.
Did you roll for burn yet?
Oh yeah,
roll for burn.
we haven't rolled for that. Whoops. Is that just going to be standard 2?
Roll 1 die for burn.
1 die. Okay.
Still incomplete.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
The ones are thick tonight.
They kind of are.
Unfortunately, does not catch fire.
Just pointing at Tucker, suddenly catches fire.
Tucker completely acknowledges he probably didn't do all that much for that attack, but he's still happy he pulled it off. And didn't get hit by a bat this time. keeping up that luck, he's going to go ahead and, even though he can't control where it goes, that's fine. He's going to go ahead and Dark Pulse to keep up the ranged moves. So, he be at a -2 or a -4 penalty since he was trying to do a
-4.
-4, okay. I thought so. Let's see, Dex Fight Brawl, that's going to be 4 dice. That move should be Fire Ghost, not Fire Dark.
Well, because of the moves that make it up, it is Fire Dark because of the way mill move rules work.
Yeah, and because technically any fire that Tucker is producing
because
is
it's
dark,
dark,
fire.
it would do an extra damage.
Oh, good point. If we're going to consider it dark, then yeah.
I mean, it still would only do 1 damage to them, but still, stab.
Actually, I may as well ask this.
Stab.
Since he is using Dark Fire in all his fire moves, does that mean Fire Fang is Fire type or
Oh wait, it
not?
would be Fire Normal. I'm stupid.
Yeah, it would be. No, this would be Fire Normal for sure if we're combining.
I'm
yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, that makes
Fire
sense.
Fang Dark Pulse would be Fire Dark.
Yeah, that's a move he's working on too. That's going to be the Dark Fire move.
All right, and you're doing Dark Pulse.
Yes, and it did succeed, I assume, since they don't dodge. So
Yes.
Special +3. Oh yeah, I have a special. I have 4 special now. Yeah, this is a good follow-up then.
Well, hang on. Well, yeah, go ahead and roll the damage, then we'll figure out who it hits.
Yeah. Like, you want me to roll for who it hits?
Boy, that's
ones
that's
are
4
mean.
damage. Ones don't reduce damage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All right, somebody roll a Doom die. It doesn't have to be Tucker.
I'll roll it.
Okay. Cool.
Perfect. So you might have been aiming for James, but poor Terry.
Suck it, Terry.
No, nobody likes Terry now, so it's fine. The Dark Pulse doesn't like Terry either. Tucker swirls up his dark energy, which he does not seem to have the same kind of control over. But after that successful little makeshift flamethrower attack, he seems a little bit spirited. So that Dark Pulse does lash out pretty strongly, all the same. Even if he can't control where it lashes to. Poor Terry is unfortunately the target of it. And I also
Poor
need to
Terry
roll
gets blasted.
2 chances.
Why me? From the floor.
Oh, nope, flinched. Oh well.
That's okay.
Okay, do you notice how many 4s I'm rolling? It's a lot of 4s.
I mean, it's better than the 1s.
Yeah, it's very
Hey,
true.
Did you remember to add the triangle scarf because Firefang is part of your meld?
Wait. Oh, no, I didn't. I forgot about that.
Okay, we'll remember it next time.
Okay. Yes, I need to remember that. That's a
is
slightly
that your
newer
turn?
scarf, so I'm not used to it. That is going to be... Yeah, Tucker is actually still coughing a little bit. He's going to end his turn there and just be ready to dodge and such.
Tucker needs a glass of water.
He burned his mouth a little bit. So yeah. Fire moves don't come without their kind of ambient penalty for him right now.
Alright, Ralph. It's your turn. The Wobbs are not looking great. Except for James and Bill, but, you know, they're James and Bill.
Ralph? Tubby?
Oh, he's muted for a sec.
Oh, sorry about that.
Hello.
I was muted because I was hot miking.
Hot Mikey?
Stuff in the back.
Pick it up back.
Oh.
Okay, I was trying to say, I have a rule of cool idea.
Go ahead. Let me hear it.
Do it.
Roll. Would it be possible? I know DMs love when you start off a sentence with "Would it be possible?" to roll a grapple and grab paralyzed Robin to use as a Wobbuffet-sized baseball.
Do it. Roll the Just roll the grapple, if only to have appropriate grip on Robin.
Alright, strength fight brawl, which is a pretty good roll for me.
Which one are we going? What move are you going for?
3, 4,
He's grappling.
5, 6.
Oh, okay.
7, 8, 9.
He's trying to turn the
1,
Wobbuffet
2,
into a
3,
bat.
4. 1, 2. It's strength fight brawl.
Yeah, if anybody can grapple, it's definitely Ralph.
I feel like
Wow, okay.
I should just give that to you.
That's a crit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that matters for grapple, but that's a crit.
So you know how everything
7
in
since
battle...
I'm under Lucky Chan, it's actually 7.
Oh,
Yeah, it's big crit. I feel like since everything's concurrent, all this stuff is going on. Ralph is still in front of Robin. You have just paralyzed this poor fool, and now you grab them by their wob tail. They are your weapon now. What you gonna do, Ralph?
Whack Perry. You can knock them both out.
Yeah, he's Robin to hit.
So how do you
Let's
want...
see, is that just a strike, or...
Well, I wanted to ask, are you going to use it? Well, you don't really have anything that would account as... Dang. Yeah, unfortunately you don't have, like, a fist move.
but yeah, you can use the generic moves for that.
Yeah, you
Could
can...
you use the stat of like the bat since Terry's since what's his name is being used as a bat?
So, roll me, your Dex Fight Brawl, -2. If only
That's
for
right.
the sake of accuracy.
I was
Yeah, and
wondering
that's,
if you can just disarm him at this point.
rule cooling.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not
fair.
logicking.
So if you ever need to look at a generic movie, you don't have them on your sheet. I have all the important ones on Tucker's, so you can look over there.
What's this? Your Robin is evolving into Batman.
Oh no!
Nice.
Oh no! The
It's
puns.
fine. These wobs can't dodge. Especially not James.
Strength +1.
No, it's going to be strength plus...
Oh, because I have a
4.
weapon, technically. Oh,
Strength
shit.
+4 because 4 is the current
Oh
defense
my
of that
God.
wob.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh.
Oh, well, goodbye, Terry.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's strength +6 because Robin is
wow.
holding a life orb.
Oh, that's why.
This is getting complex. Interesting. Oh wait. What's Life Orb do again?
In the game, it gives +2 damage but adds recoil to all attacks.
That's why. Okay, yeah. Okay, I get it too now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my god. Just say they're dead.
That's good.
That's a grand total of 8 damage. Yeah, even giving half the damage to Robin, they're both out.
Wow. Okay, that was well done.
Way to go, Ralph.
By the way, guys, for anybody watching, you see the little numbers next to their names? That's how much damage they actually have taken from attacks because of their defense and stuff. So you see that James and Bill have gotten whacked a little bit. They've only taken 1 damage each because they're defensive.
Yeah,
However, the threshold got over for these guys.
yeah. Poor Terry and Robin have been hit the worst, especially Robin being paralyzed by Ralph Sapper. Do you let go of Robin?
I'm gonna say no at the moment.
Doesn't
So-
have to be conscious to act as a bat.
True. So there is a mild problem with that. Now you won't be receiving the bonus of their defense or the life orb when you hit something. But you can still use them as a bat if you want.
Dude, can we frisk the Life
Okay, a
Orb?
little bit limp.
I mean, if one of you wants to spend an action to take a a held item off of an enemy, you can.
It's an idea.
I'm gonna pass on that, considering that life orb might actually kill me.
It does seem a little dangerous.
Yeah,
I always
it's also
forget
a
the
held
Life
item.
Orb. I always forget Life Orb is the one that hurts you, because given its name, you wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, it's also a held item, and only one of you has a held item slot available right now.
This is a Life Orb. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, it takes your life. Like, oh.
Yeah, really, that was my thought. It's perfect for Wobbuffet.
Oh, that just made me think. If Ryder used it, would they get a bonus since they're used to using orbs as weapons?
I mean, I
Weapon
guess I
proficiency.
would allow you to use it like your seer orb.
Something.
I suppose if the Wobbuffet falls limp in my arm, it's not a good bat anymore.
All right,
You let it flop to the ground.
Brooke is saying something. Did you want me to say the line?
No, I'll say it.
Okay.
You know, we just want to move forward. You could just let us through, or we can keep beating the hell out of you. Brooke says.
Free intimidate.
Just a raw intimidation roll, or
Yeah, just raw. No, you're not even going to get a penalty for that.
That's a good. I was thinking this too. Like what Ralph just did. This is the greatest time for an intimidation.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant, sorry,
tough
tough contest
contest?
intimidate.
Okay.
My apologies. Go ahead and just reroll the whole thing. How much will do these guys have?
I don't know. Want me to pull up the page on them?
I got it.
Oh,
They're slightly shaken, but the wobs are nothing if not loyal.
Maybe
respectable.
Also, posture check.
Indeed.
I'm walking around my room.
I think I'm gonna call that a turn, though. That was a good turn.
that's fair.
That is very fair.
Y'all ever just get so mad you hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
That's such a weird thing to say.
Goodness,
Ralph.
language.
I don't think that's canon. I was quoting a meme.
I know. But that does make it Brooke's turn.
I think I'm going to crunch James's bat.
Alrighty, you might destroy the bat.
He's only one armed now, technically. That's a threat. Kind of wonder if we could shoulder past these guys if they're disarmed.
They have that whole room thing. That
Oh,
lets us
right.
in.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I break the heck out of that bat.
That's a crit. Are you sure you want to only hurt the bat?
No.
I mean,
I might aim for his hand in that case.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for that damage, which is strength plus 5 total because of crit.
Okay. 10.
Is this a crunch you're doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Pretty solid. There I have it the fits down, so
Yeah, you crunch that poor Wob's flippers, and kind of reminds you of calamari for some reason.
Chewy.
Yeah, very chewy. But yeah, the bat tastes like wood and also is not usable anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You crunch their flippers, and the majority of the bat just clatters to the ground. The rest of it is kind of splintering the poor Wob. I'm gonna make him take one more damage. This poor Wob.
How about now? Brooke will say.
I give!
Brooke will spit out the rest of the bat.
James just like, they don't flop to the floor, they press themselves to the wall as much as possible with their poor bruised flippers. And now it's just Bill.
I mean, they got a chance. The brutality was justified.
Do they even have a logic stat?
Are Wobbuffet logical?
I mean, I don't think you necessarily need full logic to see, hey, 3 of my coworkers are down. Instincts tell me run.
2.
That's a really bad insight roll for Bill.
It'll be more insightful next time.
Oh, by the way, Brooke, go ahead and make a free insight contest perform check
Okay.
before whatever next action you take.
Karserus comboing and using Wobbuffet as weapon into other Wobbuffeting going on while you're showering.
Oh, that's right. Brooke and Tucker don't have Lucky Chant going, so that is a 3.
Yeah.
I need to get that going. Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
No, it's fine. There hasn't really been a good chance.
By the way, since it was never described, how is the door? Because it was never described how well sealed up it was, I realized.
Oh, sorry. If I recall, that's a crit. That door is frozen completely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was completely solid. Yeah, okay.
No one's getting through that. Well, maybe some.
We'd probably hear somebody was trying, though.
I don't know. I guess I'll just ice gun him.
Bill, while alone, is relatively unscathed.
All right. So that's Dex Fight Channel minus 5.
Okay.
That will hit.
Special plus 4 plus 1 because of stam.
Yep.
That's a 3.
That's a 4. 1 stone effect damage.
Alright. Okay, so 4 damage. This is for flinch. And if he's frozen.
Dang.
Just
Dang.
We really can't get these extra effects.
I mean, they have the anti-status effect.
Oh yeah, they have the guard thing.
The guard thing?
Oh yeah,
Didn't James
they
use it?
cast the
Oh, right.
whatever
Safeguard.
guard.
Correct. So for a total of 4 rounds, they'd be safe from status effects anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
true.
it was that important.
Wait, Car, I just realized something. Earlier you were bringing up the Triangle Scarf. Triangle Scarf would apply to the makeshift flamethrower since it does use a Fang move, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's cool. Alright.
Yeah, it's just that we forgot about it.
Yeah. I actually didn't even realize it might apply in that situation because it's kind of a flamethrower at that point. But it does use a Fang move, so...
Yeah, it does use a Fang move as part of its component, so it would work.
man. The Fang moves are just so garbage.
Yeah, I like them. They haven't always worked out for Tucker, admittedly, but that's probably because Tucker doesn't have good battle rules. It's not really the Fang move's fault.
Is there anything else Brooke would like to do?
No, I think Brooke's done.
Okay.
Oh. Hello, James. You're up.
James uses counter.
Oh, no.
There.
James, you goddamn faker.
So pardon me a moment
That's
while
what
I work hard just to make sure.
Yes, it's a good thing these two weren't alive to use counter because the building would be gone.
Oh my god. I mean, if they're aiming at Ralph, you could probably tank it and then just full heal.
What was the damage pool of Crunch?
It's strength plus 3. Or you said 5 because of something? I don't remember why.
Like that meme picture of I like that meme comic of One Punch Man, Saitama punching a Wobbuffet with a focus sash.
Oh no. So-
it zooms out to the earth blowing in half.
Brooke. James suddenly flings himself from the wall and at you. They did a really bad. Actually, I'm going to have them use a will. So that's 3 if you want to try and dodge it. Or clash it.
He's using a dirty tactic. I give. Actually, I didn't give.
I will clash with Ice Fang. So I just roll accuracy again.
Yes. Yes, it would be, depending on the move you use, either strength or special, plus fight, plus clash.
Okay, strength.
And there would still be the move penalty.
Okay.
Just not the move's accuracy penalty.
Alright, strength plus fight plus clash minus 4?
Yes. So a total of 4 dice.
I'm basically gonna try and catch him in my mouth again and then freeze him.
Or the gambit.
Just short.
Oh, is it not meets it beats it?
I thought it was meets it beats
It
it.
used a will.
Oh,
Oh,
3.
right,
It had
it's
3.
3.
Dang it.
I'll use 1 too then.
Okay.
Right.
What a true clash
2
of wills.
seconds. If you score more successes.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately,
So,
Clash is not meets it beats it.
Oh, that's
Damn.
dang, wait. I thought we had a
was
clash
rule
earlier
the
that
whole
meets it beats it was applied.
Oh,
I
you're
thought-
right.
I thought when Tucker got clashed, it was meets it, and then he got beats.
I thought it was meets it beats it. It's okay. We can say the Wobbuffet used a will there too. They have 5.
Okay.
I mean, if I can't beat it, then that's fine.
Casually realizes that Tucker got chef.
You won't. I won't make you keep that will used though if you don't want.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
We don't use Clash enough, so
I'll just tank it.
Oh, I could have also will pointed in the clash. I didn't even think about that.
that's true. And then it would have saved you. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I think the
It's
result
fine.
that we had was more fun. It's fine.
This has been a very fun fight. Let's see.
Ooh. Is that a hidden roll?
Effectively, by failing the clash, I effectively got a pip. for
No,
my stats.
I'm using the Doom dice for the damage.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That's
that's
a lot of
spicy.
damage.
That's pretty spicy right there.
That is very spicy, and that's because Brooke originally crit.
So that'd be 9 minus 4 for him, right?
Yes.
So 5.
Oh my god.
It's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. Can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, the flippers of James glow with the power of your original move and slams you in the chest with it.
Is that what I've been doing to people? Ouch.
Oh, you have 9 HP?
I thought so.
Yes, he does.
Okay. I'm a dumb. Also, guess what you get to roll, Brooke?
Oh yeah, my X body.
Yep. You get 2 chance dice to disable counter.
The what now?
Please.
Wait, what do you get to roll? Oh, wait, for
no.
the
2-5 again.
hex spy, yes. Just the
Does
evidence
that,
that hit
does
you.
that not count
Alright.
as a status effect?
Technically, yes. Technically. But I would have still disabled it if that had worked. Dang. Because it's
We
a
can't-
curse.
We can't get 6s on the status procs, I notice.
Sadness.
Yeah, alas.
They do,
Tucker-
however, faint after this because recoil.
Ah. They also
So they
have life
whack
orb.
Brooke in the chest, and I almost assume that Brooke slides back a few feet, and then they just go flying and bouncing down the hall.
Tucker winces as he sees the brook definitely took a strong hit there.
Brook's torrent activates.
It does.
Oh.
Don't heal me, I'm stronger now.
Ah, right.
I think I get like a little more damage for each HP missing or something.
Yep. That's how we're running torrent, because pain penalty is stupid.
Yeah, I don't really know what pity penalty even is, so... So how's it work?
Pain penalty at certain amounts of HP lost, either number or percentage, you start taking negatives on all your die rolls, and it's just more to keep track of.
Right. But how are we doing torrent?
Instead, for every HP that Brook is missing, they get a damage die on water moves.
Oh, okay. So...
Which includes Ice Gun and Water Gun.
So 4 extra dice.
I don't always get hit.
It's
So
true.
It doesn't come up very much.
Yeah,
It does.
actually, it's strangely actually true, yeah. I mean,
So
Ralph's
Bill-
more the tank, so...
Bill is going to spend an action to grab Robin's bat and take a swing at Brook like an idiot.
Okay.
Try to press an advantage of some weird sort. Alright.
Gosh, what is your stats?
Fine.
Probably.
No, the
Probably
Wobs.
Jay. Probably
Oh.
Bill's. And also, I guess technically, yeah. Whatever the bad
Wow,
was.
actually. Too bad that's not 6. That's not a crit.
Thankfully, they can't crit.
I
Yeah.
don't think I have enough dice to dodge any of that.
That's fine, because guess what?
Chicken butt?
They have a negative to strength. Want to
Oh.
take a guess how much strength they have?
1.
0?
They have 1.
Correct.
They do no damage.
Is this because of another hold item or something?
No, their stat is just that bad.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, that's true. It
yeah,
would be.
I think 1 strength and dex is their starting stat. But yeah,
Right.
so Bill grabs the bat and runs at Brook, and it's just like, bonk! Like on Brook's face. Hey, Brook, guess what you get to do?
Oh, I get to roll
You
that
get to
again.
disable strike if you hit with Hex Body.
And I do.
Not that it.
Oh.
Right at the end. Right
Nice.
at the end.
I just imagine the bat disintegrates.
It just breaks it on my face, and it doesn't even hurt.
Yeah, the bat is now broken on your face because the curse. Bill staring at Brook.
Brooke just raises my eyebrow at him.
Well, and that's their turn, which makes it Ryda's turn again.
Yippee!
Yippee.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay. Let me. What's the HP thing?
special contest form.
Oh, you did take 1 damage from the bat, though.
Yeah, I was
Like
going to say
channel.
Blink probably hit.
And yeah, I agree with Iris. I thought your HP was 8 earlier, but
Okay,
it
so
may have changed.
let's just put it back at 8. So make it 3 out of 8.
I
Huh.
would like to heal pulse myself.
Heal pulse yourself, you say?
Okay. That seems
Which
fair.
hurts, you say?
One ally, you are your own ally. Insight, fight channel,
Channel.
basic heal. It will cost a will, but all healing costs will.
Yeah.
Something just occurred to me looking at this
Or-
teleport skill. It doesn't state ally. Could you just unwillingly take some foe out of battle with you?
Yes, it does state ally, green.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it says creature rather than ally in the text, but you're right. It has the green icon.
Let's see. Heal
Where they didn't use
pulse.
ally there.
Equal to half target HP.
I can go by the it's not the text, I suppose.
So
Yeah, I guess
that
so.
would be 3 dice to heal. Please, dice gods, I need some help here. I got 1.
You got one. What did Brooke get 9 XP? I should swear it was 8 earlier.
Yeah,
It's been
like
fixed.
8. I just mistyped it.
Oh, okay. I thought we just did some sort of stat up.
I mean, you might get stat ups, considering
Can Brooke stat up? Brooke can add a strength.
Yeah.
Brooke can add a
I'm
vitality.
max.
Yeah, he can add a vitality.
Yeah, I can add a vitality.
All right.
So he could have 9.
I only have 12 experience though.
Yeah.
Not for long.
Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is Lucky Chant. So that way the other members can get that.
Just refresh your lucky chant, make the ones go
Oh,
away.
yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, I'll put one on my.
Why do I get the rolls when I don't need it? You
I'll
know?
Put a chant on my portrait. Put a chant on Brooke's
Where
portrait.
your
Oh,
Lucky
okay.
Chant.
Now, Ralph already has one on his face.
And then I'm just gonna end my turn there. I'll hold in case.
That is fine. That would make it Tucker's turn next.
Okay. So let's see. Bill is not really that hurt. And Tucker is not good at piercing defenses when it comes to this. So let's see. Alright. Alright, you know what? Tucker is just gonna run over to Bill and chop him on the bye, make it nice and easy with an ice fang. This also lets him have an opportunity to cool down his slightly burned mouth. But
Alrighty.
alright, next fight roll.
Can I assist with Psychic?
If you want a team attack with it, sure, because you were holding your actions. -1 accuracy for your start. If you didn't already.
Channel minus
Oh,
5.
right.
Because the way the fang moves work. It's
I
fine.
I guess just remove a success, I suppose.
It's fine. They don't dodge anyway. They
Yeah.
can't.
Doesn't really matter.
I mean, they
Aw.
can, but they're terrible.
Yeah. I really remember to do that with fake news. I keep forgetting, even though it's right there.
Well,
That
it's a good
works.
thing that they don't dodge.
So how are your team attacking this?
Well, both of you are going to roll damage, and we'll combine it.
Alright.
So yours will be strength +3 because of the scarf.
Yay!
And mine's special +3.
Special +4 stat.
-1.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Give me good. Give me good roll.
I keep forgetting that Ryder
I will
had
accept
the
that.
drug.
I will accept a 4.
I don't forget.
I'm glad you don't forget.
Yes! Finally!
Hey, we synced up. Also, here's my flitch roll.
Even though it probably will not matter.
Here's my frozen roll that I cared more about.
Oh wait, no, it wouldn't matter because of safeguard.
Okay,
But,
nothing
yeah,
worked. Okay, good. I mean, yeah,
makes
but
people
it's
feel good rolling.
it feels good to at least get it, even if it doesn't do anything.
Are you
And
using?
special defense down didn't proc.
Were you using physical psychic?
No. What I was gonna do is, since I'm combining this with Tucker, I imagine I was just gonna use Psychic Force to help him chomp down harder.
Okay, so it would still just all.
Oh, that would
target
feel weird.
Regular
Okay,
defense.
so Tucker goes for kind of a normal enough bite. I mean, even though it's an icy form, which he doesn't use too much, but it feels nice in his mouth. So he figured he'd use that just to feel a bit better while also attacking. But he's surprised as he goes for the chop. He almost bites his tongue because his teeth go down much harder and faster with a lot more weight and force than he's used to. Because of the psychic.
You wouldn't be able to bite your tongue because you're biting rubbery wob.
True.
This reminds you of chewing on taffy, except tasteless. Kid taste buds cannot appreciate the calamari. But
Probably accurate.
Bill has now been chomped onto. They are not looking great. Don't let them get a turn.
It seems to take a moment for Tucker to unlatch after that force. He looks back at right after it's all done, kind of figuring out what happened there.
Ryder just gives a nod.
Is Tucker doing anything else?
Finish from Tucker.
Finish.
Okay.
If not, then Ralph will just get another kill.
Alright, you know what? His mouth soothed, And having had to apply less effort to that bite anyways, he's going to just go for another bite. Except this time it's just going to be a bite. Because stab. So let's see. Dex fight brawl -2. -3. No, wait, -2. Right, only the elemental fangs have an accuracy down. Normal old bite doesn't. Alright,
It's
let's
not
see.
a fang move, technically.
Yeah, it's technically not a fang move. I always consider it kind of in the same ballpark, but it's actually different. Alright, so that would be -2 to 6 fight brawl. That's going to be 6 dice. Yep.
You will hit.
And then it's
How
going to be
much damage are
strength
you
+2. Strength +2 plus. Is it 1 die for stab, right?
Yes, 1 die. So strength
And then
plus
plus 1 more for triangle strength. So that's going to be. Oh wait, it's not a fang move, right? Never mind.
Yeah, it's not a fang move. Sadly.
Bite. Yeah, tooth and fang are 2 different things. Just because you use tooth does not mean use fang. Let's
It's kind
see.
of like using your front teeth.
Yeah, it's about which teeth you use. All right, strength +3 then. It's gonna be 7. Huh. Well, Lucky Chat helps me out here.
Yes, it does. Well, also damage unaffected by ones. 4 plus 1.
4. That's probably just Flink, but...
Unfortunately, because it's still a wob.
and it's Tucker doing damage, so of course it's going to be more likely to be Flink. Tucker, nonetheless, just goes in for another nip. Not trying to be too aggressive, considering the odds are stacked against Bill now. So he's just trying to keep on the pressure with the rest of the group.
Also, he's chewy like a dog toy.
Actually, there's nothing stopping Tucker from continuing to go for more. Is anybody here encouraging Tucker to keep going? Because I did hear a comment, but I wasn't sure it was
Stopping
in
him.
character. What's that?
I think no one's stopping him.
Yeah,
Tucker
no,
can-
I'm just gonna silently look on.
Technically, Tucker can go up for a lot of attacks in one turn, as long as the penalty's hold out. Okay, you know what?
Just keep chewing.
Might
on
as
him.
well.
Tucker just treats this thing like a chew toy. Next he's gonna do a Thunder Fang, just to cycle through every element he can possibly muster.
Okay, so that will be Dex Fight Roll -5.
Yes,
Poor Bill.
that's gonna
So
be
that's
3.
dice.
He really should have let us go.
You should have, but again, what are the wobs if not
Sad. I knew that had to happen eventually.
No. Unfortunately, Bill is able to
Lucky
shake
chance.
you off.
Tucker has
Maybe
become
enough.
too predictable
There
with the
was no
constant
success there,
bites.
Unfortunately.
Unless you want to use a will.
It's just I don't know if this is a will. I also have less will than some people because Brooke can land out a few wills and still have 3. I only have 3, so you know what? Hell with it.
Yeah,
Let's through use a will. It's unnecessary, and that's I should, right?
We don't use will very often.
Yeah,
There
I'm
are
gonna
very
use a
few
will.
things that target will.
Tucker has been spirited late in this battle. He's gonna use a will to keep up the attack.
Alrighty. That's strength +3 because of your scarf. Sorry, Ralph. you
Also,
might
it
not
does
get
save
this one.
time for him to do this, and time is of the essence. Because if they have to go another round, or another turn, just to get this guy down, then maybe that door gets attacked from behind. So they are on a timer. So he pushes
Brooks,
himself. He
Well,
gives a good
Tucker, you are now gnawing and kind of on top of this Wobbuffet as they start to struggle.
Tucker's really gotten kind of the Rottweiler thing going, where he's just not letting go. Really, just constantly cycling through different elemental variations of his nipping. All right, I guess I'll roll the flinch if he's still up. And I'll roll the paralyze. Nothing wants to proc on me, but all right, fine. I've tried so many procs in this battle.
Okay, they
why
won't
am I-
work anyway.
Yeah.
It's
Safeguard
only
was
been
specifically to
2
avoid.
turns.
I still want to at least see a proc technically occur, even if it didn't affect. I'm just checking my luck, basically.
Do you dare continue?
Oh my gosh, can I? Let's see. I guess theoretically I could do one more penalty. Sure, you know what?
-7, which would be
one die. If I use Fire Fang, I think it's one die.
Also
So
help with it, because I can still roll confusion.
Well, I mean, if you want.
I'm not sure if this is all right. Go Tucker, or if it's like, man,
Well,
Tucker, you're
Wouldn't
really
you both be
trying,
at
aren't you?
-7? You're free to try.
Yeah, but I still have 3 dice.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I'll
I
try.
don't mind letting you.
I will attempt one. Tucker's jaws are getting tired, but he seems very intent on ending this fight. So, all right, Dex fight brawl minus. What was it again?
-7. It's one
7.
die.
Yeah, it is one die. Okay, just double check. I at least have one.
Tucker.
Come on, die. I just need you to work for me. Okay.
Nope.
Sad Tucker face.
Tucker chewing. All right, Ryda, go ahead and roll for confusion.
And no, it's not another will
Special
being
plus
spent.
2. That's 5.
Tucker's jaws are unfortunately getting tired, so this bite unfortunately just kind of slides off the Wobbuffet.
Wow, beautiful.
Just
A ro-
in time for
Nice.
Ryda to slam their orb into the face of the Wobbuffet.
Who's most likely a little distracted and probably doesn't notice it.
Good job, Tucker.
As
You
they-
definitely did it.
Just as they were trying to scoot back and grab the remaining crossbow.
Oh man. You know what came to mind? The Wobbuffet like being bitten in the face, like, this is the worst pain ever. They pry Tucker off. Phew! Orb smacks him in the face. What's wrong? Flop.
Tucker may not completely understand his last bite wasn't working out, so when the Wobbuffet faints, he lets go and has kind of that "I did it" kind of face, like thinking he did the last attack.
Nobody corrects the child.
He was too
Yes.
focused; he didn't see the orb.
Good job, Tucker.
Rock
Awesome.
on.
Excellent. So, just so that we're not doing it at the end, everybody get 12 experience because 4 WOBs.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Tucker gets his face. Use a
That puts
boat.
me at 15. No, wait, 25.
How much experience? How much?
12.
12. Okay. 54 for me.
Oh, I wish I had some more.
Everybody else stat?
I think I'm going to save up for Vitality. I am not tanky enough for this.
Psychic types tend to
41.
take whatever vitality they can get, honestly, a lot of times. Except for certain ones that are tanky by default.
Oh wait, I just can't. I would need to evolve first. Never
I was
mind.
gonna say, like, can Curly even do that? Yeah, unfortunately. You can up your dex, though. That might help you out a bit.
I need 80
True.
experience to max out my stats.
Wow.
We're
It's
getting
actually
you there.
quite a lot.
Yeah.
Tucker's already pretty much done with that, I think. I think he can't increase anymore, if I
I can
recall.
get
I
I
don't
can
even
get a
tell
little
you
more
those.
dex.
Yeah, because he traded his dex and vitality defaults are swapped, so yeah, he's maxed right now.
So, I'm going to retcon the hallway that you were battling in. It is not the one that is right before the Clodfather's office, but it is right before the facility.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing. All right, yeah.
Yes, because I forgot about where the facility was situated. Where is it?
I'm gonna yoink one of those crossbows as we're going by, and I'm gonna discard this thing. I'm just gonna leave it in the middle of the hallway.
What? You get rid of the bug? I was wondering what's
Yeah.
going to happen with this bug. Is it just going to get left in the fucking mob office? Okay.
Man, nobody's gonna know what the heck that's doing there.
I mean, it takes 4 slots, so I've been
happened?
wondering, like, when you're going to do something with it.
Well, weren't you saving it for, like, smithy purposes or something?
You were going to dismantle its armor, I thought.
Well, I already ate a chunk of it, but it's pretty rotten. I'm sure.
Oh, I thought it had more. I thought it had purpose beyond eating, though.
It did, but they already have a few pieces of the one Ryder brought them.
Right
Oh,
also has one.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I just drop it. It's like one of those Fallout scenarios where I go into my menu to make room, and this huge object just flops onto the floor, and I keep going.
Yeah, I really vibe to this because I played numerous RPGs where I'm like in some climactic part of the game, and it's like, actually, you know what? Let me just remove all these canned beans. I'm just gonna drop them on the floor of the big evil person's throne room. I'm done with those. Anyways, let's fight now. Like, I just take the weirdest moments to drop random shit from my inventory in these games. I get this vibe.
I'm trying to remember what the sigil shell fragment is from. Oh, right. No, I remember. The Caracasta, right. Duh.
I stole the bug.
Oh, he's
Also, it is true because like you have a more interesting thing because you're picking up the crossbow.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Why'd the music stop? The music just kind of stopped. That's weird.
it doesn't loop forever, I guess.
Oh, you know what? I might as well eat this, eat the encourage seed as I go in to fight this thing.
Oh no, the music stopped because somebody switched the web page for me.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was looking at changing.
No, that's fair. I mean, it was the end of the battle, so do you want to go back to the previous, or do you want to go? Do you want to go back to the club, or do you want to go back for something else?
Trying to approach boss. Every time I use control to talk, it sets the dance.
I'll let you think. Don't worry about talking. In the meantime, while he figures out some music, let's see here. So, Ralph, you picked up a crossbow?
Yeah.
You picked up the one that got discarded further away, I assume.
Yeah.
Because
not the one that was smashed to bits.
The question is, though, was the one that got thrown, did it get damaged? Because it was hard to tell. I see that there's just a card saying crossbow. I'm assuming it's intact, or if nothing else, maybe just cosmetically dinged.
The one that got thrown is intact. I will mention to you, by the way, Ralph, that if you want, you can probably put the pieces of the other one in your metal box that has slots for stuff.
You know what? Why not?
Okay. I'll make a card for
Yeah,
you.
well,
Crossbow pieces.
Well, we
I
can
don't
just.
So
There you go. Or
They
just,
have the
the box.
metal
I guess.
box.
All right, it's right on the box, I guess.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you have a compartment 3 empty, so you can just fill that with like crossbow parts or pieces or whatever you want to call it.
just so everyone knows, I snagged the Dragon Eater.
That's fine.
You snake the what?
He stole the bug.
Oh, you stole the bug back. Okay.
It can come in use.
That's fair. I'll write crossbow pieces for your compartment 3. I assume that's where it's going. There you go. Okay, there you go, Ralph. You have crossbow pieces in compartment 3. Now, I would note that we're in kind of a hurry. We're probably on a bit of a timer here, sort of, before more reinforcements show up. The door is, however, completely iced. And we did not note any resistance trying to get through it while we're having the battle. So at least for the moment, we're not being pursued. So I'm kind of curious to ask the party, are we frisking these guys, or are we just running past them?
Yes, are you looting?
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
think we
I
just
would be
go.
down to take a moment to loot, and while you guys loot, I'm gonna heal up.
That seems
use
fair. You
heal
need a
pulse.
moment.
So, yeah, you guys are actually starting to run into inventory space problems. Haha. For once, I've actually given you enemies that have stuff to loot. Also,
Nice.
Events 1, number 21, since that's appropriate, considering y'all wanted to hurry. I like it.
I'm gonna pile
Is it?
after each one.
Oh.
After each one's looted, I'm gonna pile them in front of the door.
Oh, this is really dramatic. I think this one's really dramatic. Let's do
The
it.
frozen door.
It is dramatic. What were you saying, Kyrio?
No, Ralph is piling everyone in front of the door.
Yeah. After they're looted, I'm gonna pile them in front of the door.
Adding them
Nobody-
to the barricade.
Nobody is getting past that door for a while. Wobs are durable.
Okay, I don't remember
Let's-
exactly what volume this needs to be, but that'll do for now.
Just relatively low, it's fine. So they're all wearing the standard Wobster wear, which is the mob outfit with their fedora. The Wobsterware and the Fedora are both garments. The Wobsterware is +1 Intimidate, but that only works for Wobs because it's Wobsterware. And the
Fair.
Fedora is +1 Contest if you wear it. They also have the Life Orb held item.
Yes,
So-
I figured we would frisk them because it was kind of obvious they had something going on. It was probably involving items they had.
I'll pick up a life orb and see what it does.
Tucker will put on a fedora and go, "Milady." No, he will not do that.
No.
I just need to say the cursed line.
I mean, if you
I
want to
could
take
the
the
fedora.
yeah, if you have a free garment slot and want to take a Fedora, that's fine.
I do. I will take a fedora.
You should
You know what?
Swag matching.
Tucker is wearing a handkerchief that he can put on top. He has a slot open. I'm wondering now, should I take the cursed fedora? Actually, it's a pretty dapper looking thing, probably, but
You really
They're
should
all the
be
same black
for
fedora.
Things like that.
Oh man. You know what's great is I'm pretty sure I'm one of the people who helped fedoras get the like nerd hat reputation. Because like I see a fedora at like a dollar store or something. I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of a cool hat. And I start wearing it with like nerd shirts, and then all of a sudden, like 2.5 years later, fedoras have this big reputation as they're the nerd hat now. I'm like,
they have a
Yeah,
bad
I don't
reputation,
do
but
that.
they are actually kind of classy when you get around that. Also, I think what Tucker will do is that he'll contemplate their outfits for a second, especially as Ryder puts one on. He'll contemplate for a second, and then just kind of mutter, "Nah, too classy.
Oh, no Fedora?
No fedora." He'll let Ryder have the fedora. Get up.
Ryder's classy. They have a dress and a fedora.
Yeah, that works better on Ryder.
Did Brooke want a Fedora?
No, I was gonna pick up one of the orbs.
Okay. Hang on.
Tucker's also curious about. Well, let's see. Did he experience some of the? Yeah, he watched them take recoil and stuff. He was curious what that was about. He may not know what a life orb is, or maybe he does, but he'll probably find another one. Because wait, did they all have life orbs, or just two of them?
All of them.
All of them did. That
Every
was-
Wob has a Life Orb.
Tucker will take one out of curiosity. Could be useful, he figures.
Can I also complicate one?
How does recoil work?
So for every success you rolled on damage, you roll again against yourself, and it ignores all defenses.
Yikes.
So where they trade off if
Let's
you're
say-
tanky, though?
what's the
Definitely
upside
not
to it?
using it to it.
Plus 2 damage.
But
Yeah, the +2. It's literally an immensely powerful item for. Was Ralph taking the last one?
Well, yeah, I won't be equipping it, but
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna inventory it myself, but I'm
Yeah,
definitely
just
taking
gonna
one.
hold on to it, yeah.
All right, there's yours, Ralph. Right by your
Great.
Rolex portrait.
Also, thank you. I'll put it in my
I'm
inventory.
also gonna hold on to my Razor Fang again.
That may be a smart idea.
Because we don't need the lamp anymore.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, this
Lucky
may
for
not
you,
be
there's
an,
no stealthers.
it may not be an effective weapon for Tucker, but under the circumstances, there's a moment to loot. Especially since Ryan needs a moment to heal. That gives him enough of a reason to sniff around their pockets. So
And I did take the moment to roll, and I managed to heal back up to full.
yay!
Yay.
Excellent.
What about Brooke?
I'm still at 3 out of 8. But
You know what?
I don't
No.
mind.
No. Tucker's gonna go over to Brooke and give him his last Oranberry. Actually, wait, it's not even the last one. It's the second to last one.
I mean, I'll hold on to it, but
Brooke doesn't wanna
Tucker
heal.
is concerned and insists that you take an Oranberry.
I have taken an Orberry. But I'm also going to hold on to my +5 damage for now.
That's fair. He is concerned, though. He sees you like you're a little staggered now. Well, half health, I mean.
Tucker sees Brooke has taken damage. Brooke like, nah, I'm good. But thanks anyway, kid.
Just in case.
Break of emergency. Chew on berry.
Imagine Brooke toughed it out while the fight was going on, but as soon as it was over, he was just like, oh, God. My
Wonder
stomach.
what... Ferris says, wonder what Mewtwo thinks of them going after the Mafia. Mewtwo thinks, oh man, this episode's great, as he's watching. A lot of action in this one. Gets popcorn.
I wonder if Mewtwo
Once everyone's ready,
review.
we should continue on.
Yes.
Alright. This is possibly the toughest fight you guys have had yet. Most of your dungeon runs have been relatively carefree, in spite of the tension.
Me too. Be like, oh man, you see him hit that guy with the other guy?
I wish they could all see that, Ralph. Maybe then they'd leave us alone and let us pass.
But, Ralph and Rida, as you resume leading the way, you come upon a very familiar set of doors. The doors to the candy facility. And you enter. The Pokemon working there have all sort of gathered in a corner or under tables for their own safety. Much of the equipment is currently being left unattended, though thankfully they are all smart enough to have turned off anything burning.
I was actually curious if they would try to fight us too.
They don't look terribly hostile. They're not here to fight.
Does it look like they have notes out on the tables anywhere?
It does not appear so.
Okay.
Tucker casts them a wary eye. He's never seen them before. He doesn't know what they're doing down here. But seeing as they don't look particularly hostile, he'll give them a wary space, basically.
Tucker is able to smell a sweet scent mixed with chemical in this room.
Are there any finished candies in this room?
Plenty.
Can Tucker
But of
relate
course-
that to the smell of the wrapper? Sorry.
Yes, you can. It is very. In fact, it's almost exactly the same as the wrapper.
Okay.
There are many finished candies. They are
I
of
want a s-
varying colors, but you, of course, don't know which ones are which.
I kind of want to snack all this stuff, but I also kind of don't.
Rida is going to take... how many should I take?
Well, hey Tucker,
Yes.
this might be a great time for Odor Sleuth.
Tucker will somewhat state the obvious. Actually, he was going to pipe up.
Hey, is this where they make those bad candies? Smells exactly the same. Well, some of them do, I think.
Yes, he will then use an odor sleuth because he's going to define them. Or attempt to, at least. Let's see.
Yay, Tucker.
Don't hurt the Galvantula, hurt the Galvantula.
It's a pretty good roll. That's 9 dice.
Also, the other thing with recoil is that depending on
Okay.
what happens with
Oh.
recoil, you might just not get any backlash.
Lucky Chan applies to situations like this, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's at least a
So-
2.
That's a 2. Well, you can follow the sweet scent mixed with chemical to the trays of candies that have been finished. But you aren't sure which is which. Because they all sort of smell the same to you in this place.
Tucker will get closer to them and kind of investigate them a little bit more. But he expresses,
They're all just so sweet, though. It's kind of hard to tell which ones are the... I could tell some of them smell different than others, but I can't tell which are which.
I mean,
You
the yellow
guess-
ones are lemon, the blue ones are blueberry, the red is cherry. For
But
some reason,
the
they have a
tray
black
in the-
licorice one.
Put the tray in front of them and demand they eat some of them.
Probably not.
well, see, Tucker doesn't
Rida-
Tucker is not as aware. I think it was Rida and Brooke that... Rida and Ralph did learn that not all the candies are drugged, right? But
Yeah.
Tucker doesn't actually know that, so Tucker's going to simply express...
They may come in all sorts of flavors, but I guess they're all bad.
Yet none of the Pokemon who work here want to take any of the candies, no matter which tray you put out.
I think Brooke will pipe up and say, anyone in here not feeling particularly helpful may leave. And he'll point to the door.
Leave where? You blockaded the door.
Yeah,
They don't know
You
that.
may wait in the hallway with the fated wobs.
So to be fair, they don't know that, so they all go to leave, and just so
Close
you
that
know,
door too.
so you know what's going to happen is they're going to find that door and be like, "What was the point of telling us to leave when we couldn't leave?"
I'm gonna close the
And
door.
then the
behind him
door
and freeze it
slams
again.
shut behind
Oh,
him.
wait, no, Brooke, I knew it. Brooke, go ahead.
I'm gonna close the door behind him and freeze that one too.
Gotta lock
So
them in
now
the
they can't
hallway.
access the That's wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, Brooke just freezing the door with ice gun.
Probably still. No, does that even need a roll? I mean, you're in a peaceful.
No, I'm not
situation.
going to make him roll.
Okay. Does everybody leave? Does every employee leave, or does anybody stick around?
Yeah, they all leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm. No one
They want
sticks
nothing
around.
to do with whatever's going on right now. This was just a job.
I mean, that's smart. We don't know how hostile they might be later or whatever. So yeah, lock them in a room seems fair for now.
Congrats, you've locked them in a hallway.
Yeah,
They'll
Go to
be
your
fine.
room.
It'll melt.
they're free to
Eventually.
try and open the door.
And if it doesn't melt, they have
Too.
Wobbuffets to eat. It's fine.
I just wanted them out of the way.
Yeah.
It's fine. Eventually it'll melt.
Tucker has a look on his face though as he does try to differentiate the candies and can't really besides the flavors. He looks kind of upset that something that tasty smelling is bad. He's not going to try them. He knows better at this point. But
Did Tucker never learn that eating too many sweets gives you cavities?
No, that doesn't apply to kids.
Oh, well, I guess so, because you got the baby teeth. You can fuck them up as much as you want.
that's kind of true, I suppose.
I mean, well, it's because Puccina. And yes, you may. Hang on.
Red, blue, and yellow.
I'll get
avoiding
one.
the black your shot.
Each. I don't
Tucker
want
will
that
decidedly not take any because he's actually a little like, it smells so tasty though. It would annoy me.
one. Ryder will instruct Tucker not to eat any of them.
Tucker nods,
I'm
kind of like,
collecting these for
yeah,
research
I know.
purposes.
I'm glad you took
Make
those,
it-
by the way. I'm glad you took those, by the way, of your own volition, because I was going to have you roll will to see if you attempted to snag any.
No. Ryder was definitely going to take these regardless.
Nice, nice.
Roll to see if you pop.
I'm gonna make a big mess with the others. I'm gonna every single one I walk by is going on the floor.
That's fine.
You're knocking the
For
candies off?
funsies. Yeah.
They
Okay.
clatter like
Funsies.
marbles.
Tucker will see what Ralph is doing and he'll ask,
Actually, should we maybe destroy this equipment so they can't keep making the bad candies?
Oh,
matter
no,
what?
don't. I thought of that. There might be a few things I want, but we gotta beat the guy up first.
Okay.
We'll come back.
Ralph,
Yeah,
you
'cause
just
I need
said that.
I think.
Well,
the
I need a
police would like to know the
I need a
anyway.
I need a boiling tank and one of their spirally tubes, and
Oh, that sounds complicated.
Ralph wants a distillery.
yeah.
I
I
said that before.
I have the book. I have the book on it.
But yeah, we shouldn't mess with too much because the police might want to see this
Mhm.
place.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we beat up the club father. Maybe some evidence goes missing, but they're not there.
By the way, you didn't notice while you were fighting, the explosions are still going on periodically. And suddenly there's this big cluster of explosions and dust briefly skitters down from the ceiling.
Well,
That's probably
Is that
fun.
still kicking?
as long as that's still happening, I'm not worried.
Shall we proceed?
Yeah, let's go beat him up, boss.
Tucker nods.
You proceed through the hallway. There isn't much in the way of further opposition, you notice. It's possible that the wobs that Ralph and Ryda found on guard before were supposed to be the ones doing all the guarding here. You do reach the hallway with multiple doors, though many of them have been sealed shut with caulk.
God damn.
Interesting.
Hook. Be wary of like a gas attack or some underhanded bullshit. And as I don't know, just keep going.
Probably just to prevent people to get easily at anything that's inside.
It's probably where they keep the books.
And you make it to that mahogany door. Inside, at the desk, is the Clodfather.
Before we enter, can I roll for Echo Chamber?
You may. Also, your double team would have worn off after the battle because of how double team works.
So do a little repositioning, don't mind me. And I assume the lamps stay with him.
Oh, what was that?
I mean, it's one per dungeon / traversal, so you clearly have not fumbled.
Are we doing initiative?
Oh no, I'm rolling for Echo Chamber before we enter the room.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm also still not changing initiative yet.
I'll
Okay.
also do a bravado since we have the time.
That's fine.
Let's see, what is...
So long as you don't fumble.
Alright, okay. So I remember what you guys are using.
I did not fumble.
That is not a fumble.
Nice.
Okay. Actually, did the howl wear off?
Yes, your howl has worn off by now.
Okay. Oh no, I have a primal arrow. Scary. Does the lucky chat still take effect?
Lucky chant lasts the entire day.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just double checking. Let's see. I mean,
And I'm
it's
gonna
not really any pre-battle buff that Tucker could do because it just wear off if you got in battle, I think. Yeah. No preparation he can really do.
We're
Well-
swapping to number 24 for music, by the way.
Okay.
Since you are now approaching the boss.
124?
Yes, 120.
124.
Fair ass, would Ralph's belly drum have worn off?
No.
Okay.
Belly drum is another one of those that's very long lasting, at least partially because you damage yourself to make it happen.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think Odor Sleuth and Howl both have to be done in battle, so Tucker can't really do a setup in advance.
Yeah, part of the reason Double Team and Howl wear off is because they are very in the moment, and Double Team is movement based.
Yeah.
Or in Ryda's case, it's duplicate illusion based or what have you.
I feel like empathy and sympathy could be pre-applied, perhaps. I don't know. Never thought of trying, just thinking about it.
I suppose they're useful for when someone has to use those, which unfortunately has not been terribly many. They've had much more roleplay use than combat use.
Yes, which is fine.
Well, we haven't used sympathy even though it's specifically combat use.
I mean, sympathy has been mechanically been used, but yeah, combat.
Part of it is that they're interjection moves.
Are they priority moves? Like, can they interject a situation? I forgot.
Yeah, that's there in the entire thing with empathy and sympathy is you interject to either assist or to take damage in place of someone
I should
else,
probably
or at
edit
least
them to
partially
mention that
match.
they are priority then, since they are meant to interject. Or is there a better term than priority than that for that?
Not really.
Yeah.
You can just like put in brackets priority next to their name if that helps.
I'll change that later, maybe, just for my own, like, little assistance. But yeah. Well, I'm just thinking about that because Tucker may focus on... He knows that Brooke is keeping himself injured since it benefits him somewhat, but he's being a little mindful of that, so he might end up doing something with Brooke if something gets bad.
That's fine.
Yeah. Hey, Guardian. I'm doing all right today. A little bit of a rough start to the day, but it's been a fun session as usual with friends, so...
Unfortunately, we may not get much further considering the time. But that's okay. It's a makeup game.
That's fair. I mean, yeah,
I got nowhere to be tomorrow.
What's that? What's that, Victoria?
I got nowhere to be tomorrow.
I know, but I also have to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just glad this makeup day worked out for everyone.
indeed, indeed.
Ah, I see. So what's this plan?
Oh, God, do I have the voice down?
So, was this planned, or are you just taking advantage?
Yeah, we decided we quit.
I'll make all
Like
be
just now.
honestly.
What was that, Kyrio?
I said it's column A, column B, honestly. Part planned, part improvised.
Pragmatic. I like it. You would have gone far. Wherever you may be.
They say as if they don't know.
But did you honestly believe I came unprepared when dealing with pioneers? I assume Junior escaped.
Perhaps.
Kinda. See, the cool thing about being the good guys is you got lots of friends and allies and stuff.
What were you saying, Hydra? You were very quiet.
I just said perhaps.
Boosting Hydra a little more. But I did hear you.
Ah, then you have already failed. Even if the authorities were to arrive, Junior knows where to go and where to be. I'll admit, I was not expecting them to get upon us so soon. But it's no matter. There are those who will take the fall. But if you thought you would be able to stop us, you are highly mistaken. As many allies as you so-called heroes happen to have, how many more do you think the so-called forces of darkness possess?
Hopefully enough to make this interesting. Crack my knuckles. No fun if it's too much of a one-sided stomp.
The Clawed Father smiles.
And what now? You wail upon an old Pokemon until you are satisfied?
Of course. Why else would we be here?
You in particular.
Rada, you feel something weird.
Oh no, what is he doing?
You have been a thorn in our side. You will regret it.
You know that feeling when you mark someone, Rita?
Mm-hmm.
You get the feeling of something like that being turned on you.
Ah. Well, that's not nice.
Hmm.
No, it's not. Where is it? Oh, right. Da, 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 da. We are going to... What mark am I going to use? Nope, that's not a mark.
Intriguing.
Where's the dungeon icons?
That's over
You
here.
want this?
Thank you. Ah, that's perfect.
Is that a copy? I assume that's a copy. That is not a copy. One moment.
I copied it.
Okay.
Putting the copy back in there.
Right, get stuck to my hand.
Oh, Jackal, is the music too loud? I'll turn it down a little bit. It's a pretty chill song, so I didn't really pay attention to the volume. There you go. I turned it down a little bit. Also, welcome, Jackals.
Indeed, welcome. Glad you're enjoying Pokerole.
Yeah, so it looks like we have somebody here that has seen Pokerole games as in normal Pokerole, but not many PMD games.
Well, it's not built for PMD.
We have homebrewed a bit, just let you know, but yeah.
Yes.
A lot.
A little bit.
Yeah. This campaign is mostly maximized for story over like the mechanics.
Indeed.
Matter of fact, most sessions are like 80% roleplay, 20% rolling.
Yep, and we use the 1.5 because our game is old. That's actually what was first
Yes.
there when we started playing, so we just stuck with it because that makes sense.
If anyone has a response they'd like to think up, give me a second when you think.
Okay. I was kind of pondering, does Tucker have anything to quip here, but he's kind of just processing what's being said.
I don't understand why these people have such a problem with Rida. Like, what did they do personally? You know, they helped one guy in an alleyway. Oh wait, they also
you also beat
muscle, but
yeah,
that's
you
beside the
beat the
point.
yeah, you beat the muscle
lobster.
within an instant.
And you've decided to meddle in their affairs extensively.
Yeah, but Ralph was here for most of it too.
I am the mastermind.
Yeah, they don't
Literally
think that
beat
Ralph is the
someone with
mastermind
another
at all.
person.
They think that
Oh,
Ralph
gosh.
is just your muscle. Even though Ralph is the one holding you back.
Oh man, what if? Gosh, this little side adventure has had all sorts. Man, it's had funny moments, like when I brought the lobster back. I told him I would get him pasta, and I did. I brought some back, or no, was it a pie? I forget. But I brought him back some food, and I told him the ridiculous line that, oh, today blue Pokemon get a discount, tomorrow it's red.
I'm actually curious. I know that. Oh yeah.
And then the dice decided that ridiculous lie was believable.
I'm a little
Oh,
curious.
he
I know.
did away with so much.
Yeah. I know Kyrio had to mute for a second. I'm kind of curious though if Brooke has anything to quip. Feels like a moment for Brooke to say something. Actually. Not to put him on the spot, just a thought. Oh, that's fair. No, take your time then. In that case, I'll fill the air a little bit as you guys have that. Tucker honestly doesn't say much. He's definitely concentrating on the conversation, as he kind of understands there's like mobster politics and stuff going on here, because the guy seems pretty confident about the situation, even though in Tucker's eyes it's like they're about to end their whole operation, so why is he so smug? So Tucker's trying to take his time to figure this out.
So, Tucker, since you're trying to figure things out, go ahead and give me an insight survival alert.
Okay.
So do I feel anything specific when I'm marked, or is it just, I feel like I'm marked?
You know that you have marked a target for judgment. There is a feeling that you have when something has your mark, specifically. And even when you're not concentrating on it, there's sort of this thing in the back of your mind you can always bring to the fore. Sort of like a thought you've got held in reserve. It's hard to describe what the sensation should be. You can come up with what it should feel like, but there's that feeling.
I'm not entirely sure how I would describe it myself. I guess it would really just depend on, like, does it feel like, I don't know, I'm nagging thoughts, or like I have this bad feeling, gut feeling just constantly looming, or like I'm being watched. I guess that would really depend on what exactly the mark is doing.
I'd also like to note that if Tucker was doing a roll to try to figure out all these adult and mob politics and stuff, well, he just really sat down for a hard think, I think, with that roll.
Tucker's really pondering this.
That was heavy ponderance right there, an 8. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, an 8.
Sorry, I will get to that in just a second.
It's okay. I'm just noticing that, like, wow, okay. Best roll of the session. Tucker thinking about adult matters that are being discussed in front of him. This is the most serious thing for him to roll for.
So Tucker, you notice the 2 lampent that are lighting the room. You were not privy to how this sort of worked in the restaurant like Ralph and Rida are, who already know the lampent are there, but you notice them, and they are watching carefully.
Are the lampent kind of like being secretive about being there, or?
Nope, they are there.
They're just there.
But they blend in, not for the fact that they are light sources.
Alright, Tucker will give Brooke a little nudge and nod towards the lampet. Best alert the ghost killer about the ghosts.
Do they look like they're gonna jump in if anything goes wrong, or they're just like...
Well, they're watching carefully,
what's gonna happen?
so... Tucker wonders that too.
We don't actually know that Rida can mark people, right?
Nope.
Fudge.
Oh yeah,
But
Tucker
Rida
probably
has already marked him.
Tucker
Is there
probably
like
is not aware of either markings.
Yeah. There like a rug or a throw rug or a carpet in front of us?
I don't remember if I described there being one. There might be. May I ask why?
Because thing popped into my head where Ralph goes, "I know what trick this is. There's a trapdoor under the rug." They yank the rug.
Oh, that's fine. I was gonna say, there's probably like this really nice circular rug that's got a neat trim embroidering.
Yeah,
But
you're not gonna fool us with the old trapdoor under the rug.
you pull the rug out of the way, just floor. The Cloudfather looks terribly unamused.
You know, I got that from the Sand Continent. Very nice
Lord.
decoration.
Yeah, they make very nice rugs. Yeah, I just,
Like you would know, having never been anywhere but here.
I've been lots of places, thank you very much. I was at the Mist Continent just the other day.
This they were not aware of.
Well, that's technically not a lie. I just realized, like, yeah, actually.
They know you're traveling with someone from the tower at this point.
But yeah, yank the thing and is like, oh, and I just, I read a lot of books where, the bad guy has a trapdoor.
Why would I have a trapdoor in the ground? I could just dig.
Like, to trap us,
Also-
not to trap you.
Why would I want to destroy this nice hardwood floor?
I know you're the bad guy.
That's your argument. Because bad guy.
Like, just because they're a bad guy doesn't mean they can't appreciate architecture. I appreciate that anyone just coming in whenever I've had the Cloudfather going loves the Cloudfather immediately.
I may
It
agree.
tickles me.
I'll read that out in a second. I'm still typing out what I want to say.
No
That's
worries.
fair.
I was going to stop so you could continue.
I know you've been a bit busy, Kyrio, but just note again. I'll just note again that Tucker did give you a nudge and a nod towards the lamp in case because they do blend in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
While we're doing that, actually, Ryda, could you roll me 3 Doom dice?
Worse.
And re-roll on a 6.
Roll on that stick. Oh no!
Oh, okay.
We got a 6.
And it turned into a 1.
Never know if bad doom roll riser is a good thing or a bad thing.
I have a feeling it's a bad one, and don't
Fair
like
says-
it.
If there's one thing that rubs me the wrong way, says Fair, is bad guys are all, you're too late, you can beat me, that's not going to do anything, you suck, we're going to keep winning. Of course, you're going to regret this, stop trying. I get it, though. Mob, that's the thing about the mob, they usually have contingencies. And it is true that his kid got away. Very, very
Theoretically,
quickly. Assuming, of course, he didn't get caught up in whatever was going on above ground.
To be
Yeah.
fair,
Yeah, because I was thinking, if they were caught by authorities, they might know the legal loopholes to exploit. If they're caught by one of the, gladiators, they ain't gonna give them.
Actually, if all they were doing was leaving the club that they work at, like, they could probably get around the police, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, the police, but what about the other gladiators who aren't gonna be so formal?
It depends on how chaotic the gladiators are deciding to be, I guess.
Rook's lines seem to be ready. I'll answer Fair in the chat.
Okay.
I can tell that you've been around a while. It's pretty obvious you're not intimidated by us being here. But I don't care about the law, or even really what the city wants. You could say we've got a higher calling, Brooke says. That said, we should really make sure we keep an eye on this guy. There's more to him than there seems to be, I think. Brooke tells the others.
Ryda will sort of ask, looking at the Cloudfather. So, care to explain your little trick you tried?
Pragmatic and clever. And do explain, what trick do you believe I have tried?
Clearly, you have marked me with something. I would know how that works.
Really now?
I just
I
had a
did not
headcanon that it
realize.
works like Code Geass.
That's hilarious. I kind of like it. Curse me for being a Code Geass fan. Look, the nightmares are cool mechas. Eh. Right though.
I did not realize I was facing another familiar. That would explain my missteps. But no matter. If you want to enter into this territory, you will find yourself with great difficulty, as open as the spaces may yet be.
Now, Brooke will just take note of the word familiar.
Familia.
So, like, familia?
Like
Yeah.
family. Yeah, okay.
Sorry,
Yeah,
doing the
okay.
voice is hard.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Squint.
This is a lineage. That explains why he's confident about his son getting away.
Sorry, what?
I said, so it's kind of a lineage thing, which would explain why he wanted his son to get away.
I feel like he's
Kind of.
accepting his fate.
I
To an
doubt
extent,
that.
he's still gonna fight, but I feel like he feels like he's going to lose this, but he's just gonna prolong it. Anyone have anything else to say? Because I have an idea for Ryda.
I got
So,
nothing.
speaking
Yeah, I'm
of,
ready to rumble.
hold your peace.
I'm ready to rumble. I checked the floor for a trapdoor. There was none. I have no more suspicions.
I guess Tucker will say one thing at the end of all of this after kind of, we'll say everyone bounce off each other. He's going to simply express,
Well, you're pretty confident. You seem to have everything figured out, regardless of what happens, but... Well, you guys won't get away with this. At the end of the day, we're gonna help make sure this town is a good town.
We already have. To prevent someone from getting away with something, they need to have not succeeded in the first place. Just because you mitigate or nullify the consequences does not mean they never existed. That proves to me that you, at least among this group, are still a child. Who brings a child to a bar?
Tucker flops an ear.
Ah, I suppose I have little room to speak, technically speaking. And it is not about knowing everything.
Their smile widens just a bit more. The lines around the corners of their eyes wrinkling up.
It is about contingencies. Preparation. If you think you know everything, you know nothing.
Okay, Batman, let's
Oh,
rumble.
gold man. And then Ryda's gonna check the orb.
Actually, can
Just
Tucker
in
say one
time
more
for-
line? Can Tucker say one more line?
Sure.
Oh. Don't have to sound too disappointed. All right. Tucker will finish up. This is the last thing by saying,
Well, I know one thing over you, and that is that doing bad things like this, that's not right, and it doesn't help people in the long run. So,
Okay, so
however
Tucker
smart
is
you
saying...
are-
I'm sorry to interrupt, but Tucker's saying that is going to get interrupted by the lampet using smokescreen.
"Oh no! Why must everybody
Yeah.
get in the way of what Tucker is
That's why
doing?"
I tried to attack.
I'm sorry? Well, this would be in the middle of Ryda attacking, too.
That's
I'm
fair.
sorry. I thought it was going to be a short thing, but it was long enough that that would have already happened.
I'm bad at being concise. It could have been shorter.
It's okay. But yeah, they use smokescreen. The room fills with black smoke. You can hear the Clodfather chuckling and seem to sound like they're getting more distant.
I mean, I would still have them marked. Well, him
Yes.
marked, so couldn't I still try and hit him?
You may still attempt.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If not,
and
follow him?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I kind of want to try and hold him with Psychic.
You can no longer see him, but you may still attempt.
Yeah.
Next fight channel. Do I subtract
ooh.
the one before or after the division?
Before. So yes, it sucks hard.
Next fight channel -1, which is 9 divided by 2. Am I rounding up or down?
Down.
So 4. Accuracy. But I get 2 attempts. Well, technically 1, but repeat.
Hold it, Batman with contingency plans. But we're gonna
Pardon me while I
wing
do
it.
some rolls. Unfortunately, you feel neither orb impact, but you can tell
Nice.
that they haven't gone terribly far.
Nice. I want to try and grab them with Psychic, slinging them back this direction. What penalty does the smokescreen incur?
For narrative purposes, we will say a -4 to your accuracy.
Alright,
Come on,
Dex
Ralph, you
fight.
got this. I trained you well.
Yeah, Dex fight channel -4, so that leaves me with a 4. A lucky chance should come through. Alright, not too shabby.
Not too shabby indeed. Go ahead and roll me a Doom die. And, well, before you do,
Alright.
1 to 2, 3 to 4, or 5 to 6.
Oh, ooh, hey, it's like Snipe Hunter. 3 to 4.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Oh, no.
3 or 4, baby.
No.
That's a roll. Can I have that?
You may have that.
Yeah, let's burn our first feather. Bingo.
Yeah.
3 to 4. Let's see. Just enough. So, Rida, you can tell that they aren't leaving your 100-foot range, at least not immediately, but they seem to be moving further back than the room implied when you originally saw it. As for Ralph, you briefly feel the psychic take hold before they shake it off.
Yeah.
As for poor Brooke, thick smokescreen, Tucker, however, you are not nearly so disinclined to vision. While the smokescreen may have rudely interrupted what you were saying, you are able to see the life energies leave the room. They do, however, turn a corner. You cannot see them through a wall at the moment. As I described earlier with how Ryda can sense them, they went further back into the room than it originally appeared. So it seemed like they went away from you and then turned a corner and vanished from your vision. Is everything okay?
Waiting on Brooke, right?
That's fine. So Tucker notes to the others that all three of them went seemingly through the back of the room, so there must be a trick to the wall or something, which is confirmed when the smoke screen finally fades away, revealing a door behind the Clodsire's chair that had been opened, and both the Clodsire and Lampet are gone. And I do think that might be a good place to stop for now.
Oh. Damn this old man. I knew I should have whacked him when I had the chance. But I wanted to be nice and let people chat.
You tried.
But it was funny, though. Oh, man. And my dumb luck was almost enough.
Almost.
Just scrap.
Almost. You actually got to target them with the reroll, but unfortunately they dodged.
Well, this'll just be more to get into next time. It's not like they're completely gone. We know they went out the back room somewhere, so...
It leads somewhere. Everybody get your 2-session XP.
Sweet.
It's me at 27. And great, now he's gonna be stalking me, but I'm also stalking him. I am curious, though. The fact that he has a mark indicates that he has some sort of patron on his side.
You
Because
think.
that's not a natural move.
It is not a normal move to have, at the very least.
Question is this a legendary patron, or is it one of the aspects?
You have been marked as an enemy of the Familia.
Oh no. I'm gonna have a bunch of randos trying to murder me every now and then. Great. All because I clobbered one guy.
It was just that. It was just clobbering, sure.
I clobbered one guy, and now their whole mob is after me.
But I feel when you just clobber one guy and several minions and steal from them and lie to them, and then all of a sudden...
You mess up one time, and suddenly the mob is angry with you. Like, what?
So we should
Did
get
I, like, murder? I didn't even murder anyone.
You didn't get the
You know, when we report this to Panga Jenga, we should totally just not leave anything out. Watch it slowly turn more gray. We're relaying this story.
It's gonna be interesting when you guys get to debriefing.
Parker, thank you for the $10. I appreciate that, man. It helps.
Oh gosh. Watch this man turn more gray in real time.
Instead of black and white, it's gonna be black and gray.
Has everyone been able to get their experience?
Yes. A stat point is 10 times current score.
Wait, I'm not sure if I stat. I don't even know. I think I added my experience, but I didn't. I don't know.
You got 12 earlier and 2 now.
Yeah, don't. I'll just double check the VOD.
I
might have added
gonna
it, but
get
I've been
my.
a little distracted. So
You had 54 earlier, so
okay,
it did.
then I did add it.
I'm gonna get my last possible dexterity.
Okay.
There we go, and that'll be 20.
So in total, we got
Yeah.
14 this session?
Total, yes.
Okay,
And
that
yes,
down.
attributes are 10 times their current score.
And, you know what?
Also, just to state this out loud, I will be raiding over to Zem's stream when I'm done with the Insight. Though I see some people want to rush off to his stream immediately since the session's over. I guess that's fair.
If
If you want to stick around for the Insight, though, I'll send you over there in a bit.
People are very invested in the a certain trash fire of a character
Yeah,
in that game.
That's fair. I understand.
Thanks for the game.
Yeah.
Oh, show.
So next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, I mean?
If people are
I
up
believe
for it.
so.
I think I could do it. Zim's not even starting. Then people can frickin' wait for the raid. Yeah. I mean, I don't know when Zim officially starts. Is he on a set time for that, or is it just kind of whenever?
They might have a set time.
I don't know. I mean, we typically have set time, but I say typically.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Good night, Kyrio.
Bye.
I
Goodbye.
think that's the biggest thing holding me back is I don't have set times.
Has everybody finished statting? I was waiting to do anything with the table for, obviously, until people did that.
Let's see. Should I get anything? Don't have enough. All good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm good too.
All right. I could stat, but I'll figure it out later. There's always more time to stat. Are we still in March? We're still in March. Sort of. Wait, will there be a second March session? Yeah, there will be at this rate. Cool. There we are. Important question, because I need to either name the save file March 1 or just March, depending. Alright, let's see here.
Doesn't hurt to name it March 1 regardless.
We should make the raid message cancel cur for reasons. I mean, okay, if you want to. I guess.
Yes.
I'm really out of the loop, so it's whatever, I guess.
Cur just happens to be the DM and sometimes says things like, oh no, you take damage, and it happens to be a character everybody likes, so everybody's like, cancel Cur.
I thought this was going to be hashtag cancel James, given what happened in today's sessions.
Oh no, that would have been
that
terrible.
canceled pretty hard.
Then that leaves them wondering what the hell does that mean. That'd be funny, actually. Enter in with a hashtag cancel James with no context. That's what I recommend people do with Raid, just because it causes chaos.
His consciousness was canceled.
But in any case, those of you in the call, you can stick around if you want. I'll be the insight won't take me very long, so I'll do a little follow up with you, Car, if you're not going to be going to bed, but otherwise it'll later. But to end the table session, thank you very much for joining me today, everyone. It was a good session. I'm doing all right. I just had a little thing at the end here. I'll deal with it. It's all good. But I hope you guys had fun, and we'll continue session. Oh, it's going to be 123. That's a fun number. Session 123 on Wednesday. So look forward to that. And that means this coming Wednesday, not 2 weeks from now, because this was technically a makeup day. So we're going to be back on the normal schedule come next Wednesday. So watch out for that then, and more streams to come in the meantime. We got something cool on Sunday, actually, a multiplayer event of a new game. So come by for that too, hopefully. It's going to be a pretty cool one with actually quite a few people. So, but in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed, and await session 123 in the very near future.
Wait.